Hello! And happy Friday to all of our friends, past, present, and future. Welcome to Legends Die Live, a D&D stream brought to you by a group of obsessed friends. I'm Mike D, and I'm the Dungeon Master, which means I'm in charge of all the world building and all of the production fumbles, and these are my players, the people responsible for picking up my fumbles. Hey! We stream every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you can't catch us live, our videos will be up on YouTube at Legends Die Live, which is pretty much where you can find us across all social media.
Yes.
I feel like the music's a little off.
Yeah, it's a little off. We are the Legends at Dying Life.
No, that's not the name.
Mechanically, we play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Stylistically, we do stay pretty close to the rules, but we do bend, break, and homebrew them as well. If that kind of thing interests you, I encourage you to check out the document in the
Doobly-doo.
doobly-doo.
It is the doobly.
Down the doobly.
In the
Before we begin, we'd like to give a quick thank you to our affiliates. Thank you to Sirenscape for letting us use their music. They came out with a badass new library for Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I encourage you to check that out. And thank you to our artists who are responsible for our logos and our mini headshots
Yes.
that you can see in our stat blocks.
I have dragon face.
If you're with us in the chat, say hi to our buddy Zach, who's also there.
Thanks, Zach.
We appreciate you.
Anything else?
giveaway.
Oh yeah, that big thing we were doing.
That big thing we're doing this week?
If you're in the chat with us live, put in the code word Cargrin, because we're doing a giveaway. We're going to give away a set of free dice in order to commemorate our 10th episode, our 10th session. So this small milestone of ours is our first of many giveaways and
So we hope, yes.
little things that we'll be playing around with. So, put it in the chat if you're around. We'll be announcing a winner at the break.
Mm-hmm.
At the break?
At the break.
Not next week?
Do it at the break.
Oh.
We are ambitious.
We are.
I mean, that's what we've put in the
Don't read.
in the descriptions of all the posts.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yes, then you have it.
I definitely read all those.
We have contractually obligated ourselves.
Selves, yeah.
So.
Not Quebec. Sorry.
All right.
Hope
Shall
no one
we?
got that. I really hope no one got that.
Why?
Time for the title video. Okay, so our three characters met in the city of the Batons, a city where money rules and every decision is a calculated ploy to demonstrate their wealth, their status, their stature.
Frustrating.
After becoming wanted fugitives for disturbing the equilibrium of the local politics, Oni, Riley, and Agär hit the road to make their way south toward the elusive and enigmatic city of Vin'Tar, saying goodbye to their friend Felix, the halfling, who made his way to the Emerald Isles with the head of the Rainier family. Oni, Riley, and Agär traveled south, and during their travels they came across a small farming village in need of help. After a bit of detective work, the group realized that the village was being attacked by goblins. What started off as a plan to ambush the goblins ended with a diplomatic parley, with Riley, Oni, and Agär eventually managing to talk, that is, scare, the goblins into making their way westward and leaving the small village alone.
Westward.
Yes.
I thought you sent them
Westward.
east.
Westward.
I guess.
So you sent them westward. However,
Dysentery.
the village still has to deal with their Ankeg problem, which was being kept at bay by the goblins.
They are dysentery.
With the help of Agär and his semi-corporeal wolf, Oni shepherded the goblin clan out of the town like a flock of quarrelsome and petulant children. We pick up our story with our three characters waking up the following morning inside one of the modest houses of Drashnikov, a local
Oh,
village.
that's right.
That's
I
right.
wrote it down.
No, wait. That's the
So-
name of the
That's the
person.
name of the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Other than Agär, who is outside sleeping in a hammock, keeping his eye on the two prisoners that were picked up from the goblin lair.
Bullshit fox.
The two of you are collectively aroused from your slumber by sounds of birds chirping outside your window, by the smells of a home-cooked country breakfast, bacon and eggs, and by the shuffling of people around you. You wake up to Drashnikov and his wife making small talk in their cramped quarters in the kitchen. What would you like to do?
Morning.
Hello.
Morning, y'all. Looks like y'all slept pretty peacefully.
Yes.
Always.
And as you look at him, you notice that his eyes look a bit bloodshot. He's got heavy bags under his eyes. Clearly looks like he did not sleep at all last
I
night.
don't pick up on that at all.
You're not very perceptive.
No.
Have you heard of Theatrus? The great dragon god lady?
Can't say I have.
Well, she's great, and I think you should follow her now.
What does that entail exactly?
You just tell her how great she is and how you want to help kind of people, maybe goblins, whatever you want. It's not that bad. You just like have fun in life, and she likes you.
Do we get something for it?
Oh yeah. Sometimes if things are going wrong, or you're feeling really bad, or just whatever, want to be happy, she'll make you happy.
He reaches over to a counter and brings a couple of plates, sets them down at a table for you guys.
Thank you.
And then he grabs 2 cups, one of which is filled with ale and the other of which is just filled with water. And he
Water, please. Thank you.
So my choice is or ale.
we have more water. I don't know. Water? Water. He turns around,
They're the same.
shuffles through, and grabs another cup of water for you.
Is it like good for me to grab onto, or is it small?
It's pretty small in your gigantic dragonborn
Okay.
talons.
Thank you.
And for you, it's like a tasting sample. It's like it's gone.
I would like more water, please.
He keeps a large barrel of
Thank you.
water, so he just slide the barrel over to your seat.
So I'm just gonna leave this here. And I put a little dragon origami man.
She
Like,
follows Theatrus.
you feel like telling her all your problems, she'll listen.
He picks it up.
If you do this, the wings move.
That is not magic.
Even he chuckles a little bit at this point. I appreciate that.
Sometimes you get people who...
20 more people to go. She'll have the whole village.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So, where do we stand with things? Are we safe now?
No.
No.
Sorry.
Is that Riley or
That
not?
was me. That was not Riley.
Okay.
It's not wrong.
No. Apparently the hag was enslaving the goblins who had enslaved two other people, and these two people and the goblins together were fighting off Onkeg. Onkeg are like cockroach mantis creatures. They're very dangerous. They will eat you. So that is bad. Inconvenient, I'm sure.
He his eyes dart towards a shovel and a pitchfork in the corner of his room.
I don't pick up on that. Are you?
What's your
what is
passive?
happening right now? 9.
Continue.
Okay. So you can also leave town, make town somewhere else, or we can come up with other solution for that. I'm not sure how many Onkeg there are. I suppose there are 2 people outside who probably know.
Be quite tough for us to leave. We've got roots here. Our well-being's here.
I suppose the road can be hazardous.
There's a reason we haven't gone farther south into the warring wilds. Start getting into all sorts of trouble down that way.
Well, there is obscenely rich town to the north.
You don't want to go there.
No,
No.
they are not wanted.
Wait. They don't. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will come up with plan, collectively.
All
The
right.
people of the town, and maybe us as well.
Sounds good.
Yes. I suppose some sort of meeting, if that does not too much in the way of your business.
Oh, that's great. I talk to everybody at once.
Yes, that would be convenient for you as well.
All right. I think I can arrange that in a few hours. We can have a group discussion with the town and figure out a way to move forward.
Very good. Let's go deal with the bandits.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they have information we need.
Okay. You guys walk outside. The sun is shining. It's a nice, beautiful day. You make your way across the central portion of the town, and
My whole
you
plan.
find Agär gently swinging in an axe.
He's probably also swinging.
Swinging my axe.
Swinging in a hammock
Yeah.
with his axe lazily by his side, next to a chicken coop filled with
2 people in it.
a number of chickens and 2 very dirty individuals.
As I'm swinging in the hammock, I'm also scribbling in my notebook and crossing things out and tearing a page out and still scribbling. Just
You smell like poop.
Who are you saying that to?
The prisoner bandits.
oh hey, good morning then.
Hello.
How'd you sleep?
Quite well.
They're hunched over because it's about 3/4 their height. They're like, well, I've been in worse.
Really?
What's worse than poop?
In chicken coop.
Guts.
Guts.
No.
Guts? What does he mean? Like you inside his stomach or something?
Yeah, like intestines.
What were you inside of?
Look, I can get you a lot of loot if you let us go.
I don't care about that.
No, you can't.
I also don't
I
care
don't
about
believe
that.
you.
He looks over to his pal who's in there. This guy's against the bar pleading for help. The other guy's shrunk back into the corner, very, very frightened of the 3 of you.
How many onkegs are there? Do you know?
We usually pick them off 1 or 2 at a time.
1 or 2 at a time.
How many have you killed?
say about a dozen.
How'd you usually kill them?
It's a lot.
Well, typically we'd draw them out with some bait or something, and then we would bludgeon them with whatever we had, shovels and stuff, and the goblins helped us out as well. They would come in and shoot their little silly string bows at them.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we'd gang up on them.
As far as the location, was there one particular place that you found them and you were able to ambush them, or were they in multiple areas? Were they confined to just this one cavern that we found you in?
They were spread out a bit, but we found a way to draw them to us.
So there's a nest?
There was at some point. The frequency of ankegs has decreased dramatically.
Oh.
But they never made it to the surface.
I mean, occasionally,
They just set the nest on fire.
but not around town.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He said there was a nest, yes.
I think.
Did you say there was a nest? That you know what it is?
Not exactly. We assumed there was a nest based on numbers.
I'm not great at
Can you
finding
track
these
nests?
things.
I can certainly try. But what I've been working on, I've been up for a few hours, and I've made some designs I think might work of traps that we can put out at the cavern, at the entrance of the cave, and some kind of rudimentary alarm system for the townsfolk. They'd have to manage it, they'd have to keep somebody on an eye out, but if they have all the materials we need,
And they're back to where they started.
could develop a thing.
Like a trap.
Like a number of security measures.
Like a Rube Goldberg on keg catcher.
Who's Rue Goldberg?
My grandma.
Oh. It's a very pretty name for a woman.
Do we know if the Yonkegs are coming out of the goblin caverns, or they weren't coming out of there, were they?
Based on the information that he told you, they found a way to draw them to the caverns. And then they were taking them out within the caverns.
So how'd you draw them to the caverns, exactly? What was the
He
bait
said
you
they
used?
bait, yes.
Other goblins. No, I'm just kidding. The cows?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, the
I
cows
mean-
and goats and such.
Sometimes, yeah. Well,
Or
animals. Mostly wild animals.
Mm. And where were you drawing them from exactly? Downside? Other side?
From below ground.
I mean, if you had to draw them, then just stop drawing them and no more Yonkegs.
I don't think that is the case. Okay. I like your idea. It would have to be a system that traps the creatures so that they can kill them and then reset trap, yes?
Yeah.
that was one of the designs, eh?
And what if the trap fails? Then we have onslaught.
No, that's the second line. So the first line that I had in mind is exactly what you said. Basically, some kind of trap that if enough pressure's put,
Yes.
you have a mechanism that goes underground and pulls up a latch where you have spikes kind of in the entrance.
Okay.
At the very least, at the moment that it'll come off, if it's timed correctly and the onkegs are moving right, we'll be able to impale at least one. It should be able to stay immobile as it comes up, and they would be able to take it out. Further down, I'm imagining that the tree where the cavern goes in, there's like a field, and then there's like their crops, and then the town, right?
There's crops nearby, yeah.
There's crops nearby.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's crops between them and the town.
Between who in the town?
Between like the
goblin hole.
goblin hole.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So the other thing I was thinking about is, and I look at, what's his name?
Dragon.
Dreshnikov.
Is he with us?
He's been trailing you
Oh,
guys.
he's been trying to figure.
Yeah, just kind of instinctually, he is like walking with the shovel, kind of using it like a cane with the shovel part upwards, and he's just clicking his way toward you.
And you may have to sacrifice a bit of your areas for crop growing, which I know is tough, but if you were able to have some kind of regular guard watch at night, and this would be a regular part of just how you all operate now, you lay down in sections something flammable. I'm not sure exactly what you might have, and that could set up a firewall that will allow for you to keep them at bay.
They
For a
go
bit.
underground, they can simply go underneath it and around.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the biggest issue, isn't it? But this is what I can come up with now.
You have to cut off their ability to move.
I don't know how comfortable I feel about starting fires regularly.
That is also
That could get out of hand pretty quickly. And
Well, you wouldn't be able to
It's
start it
not-
regularly.
Fires are
It's
hazardous.
really just the first one, and we're hoping that will be deterrent enough to have them not come to you
I don't think that
any further.
What if you say these creatures live underground?
Right.
Yes, they do.
He kind of does a little bit of mental calculus. And he's chewing on his long piece of wheatgrass. Pulls out. Well, what about fire, but not fire above ground, fire underground? Smoke them out. Just take care of them.
That would work, yes. You
Yeah.
have to build the cavern system to attack where they are.
Mines now.
We'd also have to have enough people to handle the amount of on-cakes coming out from underground. There's only 3 of us.
Y'all 3 are the mightiest warriors I've ever seen.
How many warriors have you seen? Okay.
Yeah, that's the point. So, how
I've seen
many?
lots of travelers, that claim to be warriors, but no one quite your stature. He looks up at Oni, 7 foot tall, Dragonborn, at which he was very thrown off by. He'd never seen any other species other than like an elf, maybe a few dwarves. So anything kind of exotic was completely foreign
Yes.
to him. So he was thrown off a little bit by you, but he's acclimated a bit to your presence.
I am fine. Anyway,
So, how many of your people do you think you could actually stand to fight?
He looks back over his shoulder and there's like a fat individual with like a punch belly, his shirt just pulled up halfway, walking across. This is the guy that gave you drinks
Gave me the, yeah.
earlier. He looks like a couple of younger
sunshine.
people. Guessing 3 strong men, 1 strong woman.
All these fields to till?
We're talking about combat.
I'm talking about anyone strong enough to be able to wield something bludgeoning or stabby.
I mean, we've got muscle, but technique's different.
Well, I can help teach basic self-defense maneuvers.
Let's just go kill them.
We don't know how many there are.
I mean, Dude Bro said there weren't that many, so you know.
Well, it looks like you got another 2 in the cage that could help you out.
yes.
I'm not letting them out.
I would let them
What
out, help
if
us
we
fight
left
this.
them here to protect town?
They will not stay here.
That's true.
Okay. So I think you are the only one that has any ability to set fire to cavern system.
That's so weird because, like, you're a dragon.
Do I
I'd
consider
spit a bit of acid?
do the
Not that kind of dragon.
do the 2 prisoners that we have
That's kind of dark.
do I consider them to be like formidable individuals
I mean,
capable of
at one point in time, they look like they've had their fair share of tussles and could hold their own, but they're pretty malnourished at this point and underslept and just not taken care of. So
They did some damage to me.
Hey, you want to earn your freedom?
yeah, we'll help out. We've been fighting on kegs for weeks.
I get real close into their face, just like
One guy backs away from the bars a little bit.
oh my scar's like really like in his face, just like I'm just staring at him. Right. And why should we trust you? And I'm kind of seeing like if he's thinking about an opportunity to escape, or if he's like genuinely wants to work with us. Like the eagerness in his voice, is it because like
We
it's
only
like
let one live. Yeah.
Well, as far as I can see, it looks like a compromise. We help the town out and
I think so.
they let us go.
Do I trust him? Is he lying?
I am fine with this. Whether we let them go or not,
Roll an
they will
insight
still
check.
be bandits regardless.
I mean, if he
And this
runs-
is Fort Town. It is not worth stealing from.
Shit. Insight. That is a 10.
10.
Great.
Seems relatively earnest.
No.
He's a bit frayed at the edges psychologically, so
He has
he's also
been
kind of ticky.
imprisoned by goblins for a long time.
Okay. Right.
Let's do that.
I wouldn't trust them as far as I can throw them.
You can throw them pretty far.
I can throw them pretty far, though I wouldn't trust them that far.
So keep them close. It is. I agree with Riley. We can let them earn their freedom. We go for hunting party.
And then maybe they fall in love with the most beautiful townswoman and they stay anyway and protect the town.
That seems unlikely.
Just one of them.
So,
That
Town's
still
not
seems
into that.
unlikely though.
is your plan to assemble a small unit of people, of you guys, the townsfolk, and the 2 guards, and
I don't want to ask the townspeople.
Here's what we'll do.
They
We'll go down into the caves. We'll set up bays of hay, and we'll put, I don't know, a trail of hay or something that can burn to all the chambers in the cavern. We'll have the Onkigs come out to the main chamber, the first one that we went into, and we saw the 2 orcs.
Mhm.
We'll go in there, and we'll take them out in waves as the fire and the fumes push them out.
But they aren't in those caves.
They
I
are
don't-
lured to those caves.
Aren't they in those caves?
No.
They are lured to
They were
them.
lured
they're
there.
lured to this.
Yeah, but through the cavern system.
We can try to make our way down there, yes, but do you know your way around in the caves? No.
Didn't know they existed.
The goblins would have been useful for that.
So we need more bait.
So, just pick a plan.
I say we go into the caves and smoke them out.
I think this is best idea. I don't know how we could set up any kind of trap, perhaps alarm system, and have the villagers take their stock if they can, with enough time, into the homes that the Onkeg will not typically go into.
Okay. And how much time do you want to devote to this? A day, a couple days, a week, as long as it takes? Like, how much effort are you putting into this?
I'm gonna give them 3 training days. However many men they think has the muscle to be able to is capable. I'm gonna have them take their pitchforks and their shovels and whatever, and I'm just gonna give them basic jab.
You spend 3 days training
Yeah.
the town folk.
I spend 3 days evangelizing.
You spend 3 days. Okay.
I'm gonna spend 3 days cutting down wood and foliage and such to stockpile for smoking out and causing fire
Okay.
into the cavern system.
You give me a survival roll.
Oh shit.
You give me a persuasion roll. And what would training be?
Survival.
This is not terrible.
It's somewhere between survival and persuasion.
Let me see here.
I'll make a survival for you.
Cool, so I rolled 11 total, because I'm minus 1 on wisdom.
Please roll well. Please roll
DC's not very high.
I rolled a 12 for persuasion and religion because they're the same.
I rolled a 14 for survival.
Okay. So, Oni, you're able to gather what you think is enough brush and just flammable material.
Mhm.
Riley, you spend most of your time talking at people, and they're like, they don't know how to interpret what you're saying, but you do manage to you talk to a few people who their eyes kind of light up when you start telling the stories of Theatrus, and you think you hooked a couple people on the line. Agár,
15%.
you give the various individuals,
I believe you.
a decent amount of training, enough to defend themselves, so you're confident that they won't get killed. And then there are a couple of them which seem to have a natural knack and talent for it. You get the sense they can be a little more offensive than the others.
Cool. I do want to also, Agar's going to take the time, I'm going to take the time to kind of see, this guy is better at, slashing and hacking. This guy's better at, slamming things down and, seeing what's up.
Right. So you train them one's more defensive, one's more melee. You even get a couple ranged people in there. You show them how to, you guys spend a few days throwing axes against trees.
Throwing hatchets and,
You train them
hit the
up.
bullseye.
The plan was to smoke them out, right?
Yeah.
Plan is to smoke them out.
Okay. You guys go through with it. You put the brush underneath. You start the fire. And at first, nothing seems to happen. But after some time, you can see the earth starts to get perturbed. And you see them kind of start coming out one by one in patches above. So you all sign up.
On the surface?
Yeah. As a unit, you all just go and kind of strategically start killing them as they're emerging and vulnerable. And you just break off into groups and you just cut them off one by one.
Oh, cool.
Oni squad.
That was easy.
Kill.
After you kill a handful of them, there's a particularly big one that comes out that seems to have it has eggs on its back. You just eliminate that right quick, and you suspect that was the mother Ankeg.
So good.
Whether or not you are able to eliminate all of them, you are uncertain. However, you feel like you eliminated the bulk of them, and you feel like you've trained the town well enough that should this arise again, they now have a plan of attack.
Cool.
I would like to recommend that you also, if you have bells or something that clacks and clangs, you set them up in the areas of interest as noted, so you are aware when they show up.
Right.
That was the third line of defense I came up with.
And
Otherwise, the sounds of your screaming stock will be
Will alert
will
you.
notify you.
yeah.
Why are
Can we
you
search the
laughing?
caverns real quick?
Yeah, so presumably before you
Yeah, we
smoke
meant
them
to
all
loot
out-
it. We said this last game.
Yes.
Last
Yeah.
session.
And we said we will go
We were
back.
gonna loot shit.
Oh.
Yes.
Where are my cards?
It is important that you mention it, though. Just in case.
Just in case.
Okay, so you find 3 horseshoes,
Yeah.
a few jars of crickets and other bugs,
Useless.
centipedes. You
I'm
find a
less
couple
excited.
of small emblems from the Baton's Vin'Tar emblem, a Galenlertoff emblem. You find a small
Bitter about it.
gargoyle-like statuette
Ooh.
with one of the wings kind of clipped off, a little damaged and cracked. You find a bronze candle holder, a banged-up bird cage, and the remains of a book cover. In addition to that,
Is this all written down?
I can send it to you.
Right.
In addition to that, you have 6 jars of this black liquid that has a rainbow-like sheen to it as it kind of swirls around. Oni, after a bit of inspection, you recognize this as wizard's ink.
Ooh.
You find a few pieces of parchment. You find lots of pieces of parchment, most of them destroyed or weathered beyond recognition. However, you do find a few of them intact, and a few of them seem to be magical in nature.
Peter's so excited.
Yes. I am.
Okay. You find a crude set of binoculars, 175 silver pieces, 256 copper pieces.
Write those down. Here, write them here.
What?
The copper pieces and the silver pieces. Somewhere.
And some other junk.
What was it?
175 silver and how much?
256 copper.
250 copper.
We
Cool.
just found like 20 gold.
It's important. I'm 600 away from my plate.
Can I cast mending on the gargoyle statue?
You can cast mending. Actually, give me an investigation check to see if you can find the other half of the wing.
Okay. Ooh, damn it. Mine's 1. 13.
I want to help her.
13.
And
Alright. Go ahead. This is
okay.
roll again.
Roll again.
Yeah, you-
Advantage.
me?
Yeah, you get advantage.
You're the one looking.
4.
4.
Okay.
You find part of the wing, but not all of it. And with mending, you're able to kind of magically glue it together. It's still missing a small piece of it, but it looks more complete.
Cool.
Gargoyle statuette.
Are the binoculars fine?
They're dirty and rusted, but they work.
Eh?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Oh no, I was giving to you.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No, I wanted them, but
I
I thought you
know.
were gonna fix them up.
Oh, I mean, I'll let yours in there.
You can get rid of like some of the rust and stuff, but they're intact. Like
Cool. I put them on my belt.
Those would be useful. Yay!
I'll get more binoculars when we're into town. Like nice binoculars.
I'm very excited about all these
What'd you get?
papers.
You guys! I have dark vision goggles.
That is exciting.
I have night vision goggles now.
You can already see in the dark.
Yeah, but now I can see further.
I don't think that's true.
So you guys spend
Binoculars.
3 days preparing. The fourth day going through executing the actual plan, and then on the fifth day they implore you to stay and celebrate with them.
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Well, yes.
You guys wake up, go throughout your day, and you notice that the town has gathered in the middle of the streets. There's food set out. There's a giant bonfire in the middle of town. They're currently roasting a couple of chickens on a spigot over the bonfire.
A spigot?
Nope.
A spit.
Spit. What's a spigot?
It's a faucet in like south.
They got spigots, y'all.
What?
I don't know about this stuff.
No, they're using a spit.
If she says so.
It's what my grandparents call faucets. Outside.
I've never heard
At
of
this
it.
point, everyone kind of regards you with a sense of admiration, and there's wine and beer and libations, and they treat you to the best of their food that they have. They kill a few pigs in order to have like a nicer meal
Aw.
for you guys.
It's very nice.
And then after you guys have your meal, Drashnikov kind of steps up in front of everyone, calls for everyone's attention, he pulls the grass of wheat out of his mouth, kind of turns to you all, and everyone hushes down. Well, it's been quite the week, and we wouldn't have been able to get where we are without the help of our new friends. You all are truly heroes. This village couldn't have done it without you.
You stop.
Now, there's not much we can offer you, but we would like to commemorate your glory.
I don't.
Our town has never really had a name.
Oh.
We've never really needed one. We'd like to, immortalize you. Not only in the epic poems that Francis over there, our local bard, is going to write, but we'd like to call the town Aura,
Ora.
in honor of you guys and with your blessing.
Oh, that's nice.
Aura.
How do you spell that?
O-R-A.
O-R-A.
Only Riley Agär.
That is delightful. I like this name.
What a nice name.
I'll take it.
Is that agreeable?
Yeah. It's great.
Are you sure you don't want to call it like Frankenschnitzel or something?
Frankenschnitzel.
Aura is fine, mate.
We'll call it whatever you guys want to call
No,
it.
it's good.
I like that.
Aura is nice. Thank you.
Like both.
Thank you kindly.
Ora is easier to say though.
Well, then today, the 8th day of the 7th month, shall forever be known as our naming day,
Oh.
in which we honor the naming of our town and give remembrance to its heroes and its legends.
Cheers.
To Aura!
To Aura.
Okay. At this point, one of the villagers comes out with a wheelbarrow and leads it to the front of the town. There's a small hole that's already been dug there. There's a small post with a crude sign. The individual sets down the wheelbarrow. Someone else comes up with some water and pours it into the wheelbarrow and begins mixing it. You recognize this as concrete. He pours the concrete into the hole, kind of situates the post, and lets it sort of set a little bit.
It's probably a big deal here.
And then he sort of turns to you all and says, "Would you do us the honor of leaving your mark on this town?" As he kind of gestures for you all to like leave a handprint or a name in the concrete.
I take off one of my boots on my right foot. I'm gonna put my bare foot, just like plant it, and under it carve in Agär firm foot.
As you do that, there's a cool coalescing of the air around you, and right next to your squat, wide foot, which takes up quite a bit of space in this small patch, the wolf tries to put a paw in.
Yeah!
But the imprint and the impression it leaves is so faint that even if you're looking for it, it's hard to spot, yet it's there.
I'm happy. As long as it's there.
Um,
I'm gonna write Fenrir and Tiny right
I
next
know
to
what
it.
you're going to do. Go for it.
I want to like shadow puppet a dragon head in my hands and like squish it in
Okay.
and Riley.
Okay.
You have to be up front.
Oh,
ORA. You have to go here.
okay. What do I do? You know, he stepped. You made
Just put-
face thing.
just- Put your hand in, mate.
Want to put your tail?
I cast Mage Hand. Is this okay?
Well,
Is
it has
this
to be
okay?
You.
However you want to leave your mark.
Okay.
Well, I showed them magic first time. Yes.
Oh, that's true.
Mage Hand imprint, which I guess is like Mage Dragon Claw-y hand. And with it, I will also write Oni under it.
Okay.
Is that what I'm supposed to? I've never done this before. I don't know if this is right. Is this right?
I think we just made it right.
I'm also gonna make a small dwarven glyph.
Okay.
You take your time to leave your mark on the town, and you look up at the sign, and
It's very nice.
it's painted as well as they could, given their means, but they don't have much artistic training within this town.
Yeah.
Give it the Riley touch.
But the town now has a name. Your mission here is complete, and you guys can hit the road and continue traveling south.
We do so.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah,
Before we leave in the middle of the
15.
night, I want to take the money we got out of the goblin temple. What was it, like 20 gold total? I think. Ish, approximately.
There's not much. There's a whole bunch of
I think that's how the math works
chump
out.
change.
And then
for
I
you
want to leave
guys.
it in a pile that's going to look like really big because it's a lot of coins. And I'm going to put a miniature dragon on it.
Like a little
And, like,
paper dragon.
A sign that says, Theatrus is with you.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
the most
Well, this-
persuasive
I'll
argument.
I'll
you've made.
add
Buying.
I'll add 2
Yeah.
gold to that pile.
Oh, you didn't know I did that, but... that's
Oh, I
fine.
didn't know? Okay, then never mind.
Unless you see it as we leave.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
You can like kind of hide it behind one of the houses or something, so they don't stumble upon
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
immediately.
Yeah. I want it to not be so
But
obvious.
the town kind of collectively stands by at near the entrance near this post, and after celebrating with them for a little longer, and you guys can spend the night or not, you guys continue on.
Hey, as long as we're leaving with a fresh full rest and like have a day's travel ahead, I'm good with it.
Well,
Full rest. They've replied your rations and given you water and all that stuff.
what the?
You guys.
Good water.
Damn
Okay,
it.
yes. If we would be leaving at night, I would like to spend the night there and then leave in the morning.
Yeah.
I have my
Let's
I
do that.
filled my flask with moonshine. Sunshine.
Sunshine. That is what they called it. Okay.
Oh my god.
So morning.
Do Sunshine Hilly Gus.
Okay. So what am I looking at here? I have. Is this from Wax's?
Throne room.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. What is this? Why don't see it? This is interesting.
As Oni begins to pour over a magical parchment that contains a spell, and he can tell it contains a spell, but it's also been obscured.
We got our horses back, right?
Yeah, you got all your horses and your equipment, all that stuff. The spell was clearly written in code.
Ooh, fun.
Yes, there is an entire thing. I'm not sure how to decipher this one. This is very strange. It is in Gnomish. I will translate for them.
It is in Gnomish?
Yeah,
Yes, it is in Gnomish.
Oh shit!
the numbers are in Gnomish.
Hell yeah.
LFH.
Okay.
FH.
Right, so we're on the road.
You're on the road. Agär, as you're traveling, you're spending as much time as you can with the wolf, bonding with it, getting to know it, and
Cute.
your relationship with it keeps growing.
Yeah.
Keeps growing.
Fenrir.
I want you to make give me a wisdom check with advantage.
Straight wisdom?
Okay.
We should write that down.
Actually, let's make this nature,
Nature?
which I think is intelligence. Actually,
It is intelligence. It's worse for me. A nat 1 and a 7. And my intelligence is 11, so it's 7.
You
If it was a
spend
wisdom,
time.
it would have been 9.
You spend time bonding with the wolf, and you can feel it's trying to impart something on it. He's trying to communicate with you,
Let's just beat her and kill
but
Sam.
nothing has quite clicked yet. But you sense that you're on the verge of getting some sort of breakthrough that will allow you to understand the creature better, and the creature will understand you better.
Does nature make sense for it? Whatever.
I
I don't mean to question you. It's just
it's
natural things
it's
as
for
opposed
the
to art.
specific ability you
Yeah.
were
Okay. All right. Fair
trying to
enough.
learn.
Come and see Sam.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say, mate.
Riley, in the evenings, you continue reading from that book of yours. You continue reading about the stories of Selene. And you read one particularly riveting chapter where Selene enters an underground crypt, and skeletons begin to come to life. They come out of their tombs, and almost with the snap of her finger, Selene destroys these undead monstrosities. And there's something that clicks in your mind, some sort of like recognition, as if this information had just been downloaded into you. That you get the sense that put in a similar situation, you could probably do something similar.
I rolled a 19 and 20.
Oni, you spend your nights continuing to decipher the spells. You put the other spells into your book. What was the other spell you received?
This was Misty Step, which is delightful. I will hold off on putting that one on yet.
Or are you going to hold off?
Yes, I recognize that this is slightly above my capacity to handle, so I cannot.
That one?
Yes, I do not have second level spells yet. Misty Step is second level.
Oh.
Yes, so I will hold off on putting this one in. However,
So keep in mind you did get 6 vials of
Wizard.
ink. Yeah.
yes, that's true, but this is scroll, yes?
Yeah, so you have to transcribe it.
Yes, so the
Yeah.
scroll would be expended if I fail.
Right.
Yes, so I want to hold off on that.
Okay.
But I am going to spend my time trying to figure this shit out,
Okay.
which is interesting. So for everyone over there, it tells me it is a first level conjuration spell, takes 1 action to cast.
Here, I can show it to them.
That is
If
better.
they're
He will show
curious.
it.
Okay. So this is the information on the card itself.
We translated the numbers and the letters.
Yes,
That wasn't there in the blue.
That's right. It was not there before.
Okay.
I will not
And
read that.
It's
On the-
clearly
On the back is a pattern of dots.
Yes, with some kind of arrow.
Other way.
There you go. Yes. So, I'm going to try and figure that shit out. Let's see what happens. Yes.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19 and a 20 afterward.
No, 20.
Well, this is up to 12. And then plus 4, so... that's
During your
6
travels,
plus another 4. 20.
you continue for another about 5 days or so, heading southward, and it's a singular dirt path that winds southward, curves around, but generally speaking, takes kind of a pretty straight trajectory. There are green fields of waist-high grass, occasionally punctuated by small clusters of trees and sort of islands of small forests. Now, you have yet to encounter any other people. You've yet to encounter any mischief, any creatures or anything that kind of bothers you during the days or during the nights. The peacefulness of your travels and the pristine, frankly unremarkable landscape around you kind of clashes with the name of this place. Looking about, you wonder why this
Warring Wilds.
normal-looking prairie is called the Warring Wilds.
Sure.
It is
You
certainly
continue traveling for a few more days until you finally bump into your first sign of life. It's a large caravan with 2 muscular horses pulling it along. There's a smaller wagon that follows behind, pulled by a singular horse. They're kind of moving in your direction. As you guys begin to come into contact with one another, this individual reins his horses and kind of hails you guys from a distance.
Like he wants us to stop.
Yeah, like, hello there.
Yes. Hello.
Heading south, I see.
Aye.
I suggest you turn around. Unless you're suicidal, you best turn around and head the other direction.
What?
What happened?
Well, we were on our way from Vin'Tar. We have our wares with us, and we're planning on traveling south to Opire's Junction. We do a fair bit of trading down there, but we've done this path a number of times, but much farther that way is pure carnage.
Pure
Like-
carnage.
Pure, like, mutilated corpses not far from the road.
That is
Sounds
not good.
interesting.
Now, I've seen my fair share of trouble, and you can see that there are a couple of people in the caravan behind his who look to be like hired guards type. But I tell you what, no amount of gold or anything, jewels or anything, trade. No trade is worth that scene back there.
Sounds exciting to me.
Exciting.
Oh, aye.
I don't. He has.
He kind of like
I don't.
pushes his hat up where it's this gray hat with a nice band around it. It's got a bit of a goatee. Fairly prim and proper, but also fairly practical, and looks like he's seen the world and experienced the world. Yeah, there's a chap a few days ahead. We ran into him. He's traveling by himself, a dang lunatic. Told him to turn around, but he seemed pretty dead set on heading south.
Did he kill them?
I don't think so. I think that just by looking at it and by smelling it, it seems like these things have been dead for quite some time.
Well,
Now, your life is your own.
True.
However,
True facts.
if I were you, saddle up next to us, and we can journey northward together.
We've got business south. Don't think we'll be turning around anytime soon, Naomi.
no.
Are you sure? Vin'Tar is pretty nice this time of year.
That's fine.
I don't think we ever want to go there.
I
It's a damn shame.
thank you for your concern, and I appreciate the warnings. I bid you safe travels.
Likewise.
I would recommend, if you're headed down this road, there's a town called Ora. You should check it out.
You don't say.
Yeah.
It is very poor.
Is it the town with the Drashnikov?
Aye.
You know the Russian.
Aye, oh, you know him.
Yeah, we've done this route a few times now, and that's
yes.
pretty much the only stop between there and Opire's Junction.
Okay.
You said they have a name now?
Ah, yeah. They
Ora?
call the town Ora
Yes.
recently.
Huh.
Means female.
Well, anyway, whatever you're
See.
selling, whatever your wares are, I'm sure. Well, you know.
Drashnikov's getting fancy.
How do you know it? Oh, well, this is your route. Okay.
Yeah, it's alright. We've done this a number of times, and there's always trouble, but never this bad.
Good to know.
Point of clarification, Liam. What did we do with the bandits?
Oh shit, that's right.
Oh, we just.
Bandits are with us.
What? Why?
Why?
We just let them go.
We let them go?
That's what we
They
said.
help.
You kill the Yonkings, you get your
I
freedom.
wasn't intending on keeping that promise at all.
That's shitty.
Well, that's 2 against 1. I'm afraid you lost.
You're just gonna let the guys that robbed you go for a group of people named the Vultures?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are we gonna do with them?
I'm not
Take
going to
them
execute
with us and turn them into the authorities for somebody to run an investigation.
So, at this point, we're going to take a quick break while they work this situation out. We'll tell you how they resolve it when we come back, and we'll have
Figure this shit out.
a small surprise for you guys when we come back. So, we'll see you soon.
Cargrin. In the chat. CARGRIN.
That
Cargrin.
is very true.
For dice.
We don't know how many of them.
Okay. So, we're
Seems
returning
interesting.
from break during the first half of today's session. The group managed to resolve the issue with the Onkegs in the town. They managed to give the town some rudimentary training and kind of make them a little more capable of defending themselves. And the town, in response for their selflessness, rewarded them by naming the town after them. They're as promised by Oni and Riley, the two bandits of the gang known as the Vultures, who live across the Warring Wilds, were let go from the town. They were given their freedom. They weren't given much to survive, not much rations, not much in terms of weapons or anything, or supplies or anything. So the two were sent on their own to see how they could survive, but not without a stern talking to from Mr. Firmfoot himself. They continued their travels southward, running into a merchant that warned them to turn around because just ahead there was carnage. But they decided to push on. Now, as you guys are traveling, let me change the music real quick.
We got on horses. Your feet. You're sitting on a blanket.
That's good.
So, you guys are traveling southward. You continue for another 2 days past when you run into the merchant from Corvinthia. And
Oh, did I recognize him? Sorry, later. Never mind.
did you tell me? Do you want
You're
to
from
recognize?
Corvinthia, right?
We don't really know that.
Okay. You guys continue traveling, and near the road, there's a small boulder in the ground, not far from the road. And next to the boulder is red-soaked grass with what looks to be just viscera of corpses. There are snapped bones and limbs strewn about. There's just utter carnage kind of located in this one location near the boulder. Just everything splatters of blood everywhere.
Can I tell what happened?
Give me,
Can I tell what happened?
give me a nature check.
Nature? Not medicine?
Not survival?
You can make a medicine. Survival's more. Well, are you trying to discern cause of death, or what are you trying to do exactly?
I'm trying to make out what may have happened here. If there was a scuffle, like if there was an ambush, like
Give me survival.
11.
11.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
And I mean, my survival is +5, so 25. If
Riley,
wants
you're
it.
you're not quite sure, but Agär begins to recognize some of these wounds, and it seems to be that these individuals, and it's not quite clear how many there were because the carnage is so bad at this point, but these individuals were just torn apart. It wasn't like they were killed with nicely made weapons with nice blades with clean edges and arrows with sharp piercing ends. They were torn apart and eaten. You recognize this as being very animalistic.
Who?
You recognize
No. I mean, like who? Like wow, like who?
Oh boy.
it.
Bože moj.
Right.
And what stands out to you is that there's a boulder just off to the side of the road. There's a number of bones that have been snapped and placed in kind of a circular fashion. While there's chaos everywhere else, the bones have been deliberately placed in this circular fashion.
Does the boulder look out of place?
No, the boulder looks in place, but the boulder looks like they're just splatters of blood. Just dots of blood. And there's these weird, like, lines. Like, someone connected the dots with the blood. They sort of made, like, these zigzag connections with the blood.
Does it look like anything I would recognize?
So like the back
In terms of magic, in terms of religion, in terms of nature, what kind of...
I was thinking more like just magic.
Give me an Arcana check.
Like magical glyphs made out of blood.
Sort of.
How big is the boulder?
25?
It's not that big. It's like
25.
25.
Jesus.
Rolled a 19.
While you recognize that this isn't arcane in any nature, you do recognize that this is vaguely religious.
Mm.
I want to push the boulder over.
These?
Can you tell me?
See if there's anything
Yes,
under the
it is
boulder.
Strength check.
religious, yes.
7.
It's pretty heavy and it takes you a while. You kind of slip, but you keep at it. You push it over. Just soil.
Okay,
Or-
nothing under it. Fair enough.
Only wants me to look at the blood drawings.
Okay. Give me a religion check.
8.
Whoop.
8.
No,
You're not
11.
proficient.
that's
There
minus
you are.
1.
Yeah.
They seem vaguely religious, but you're not quite sure why or in what fashion.
I
Okay.
don't know.
That is fine. What? I'm gonna pull out one of my notebooks and I'm gonna sketch it out.
Okay.
And keep it around. Maybe I'll look into it later.
Do I notice anything around that indicates that there might be some kind of beast or monstrosity that may have been involved in this, based on like what I've learned from CT?
Survival check for me.
So the bones are around the boulder in a circle, or
God
just
damn
Kind
it.
of. Kind of like
8.
that. 8.
Yeah.
You understand that there were a lot of things here.
Okay.
You don't know what they were, but there were a group of things
It's a
here.
fucking mess.
Oh, so that solves everything.
Yes, that's not very descriptive.
Fuck off.
Okay. I don't think there's much we can do about this, but take note of it and move on.
I guess so.
Should we like bury them?
Would you like to?
That's
Take
a
a lot of
lot
time.
of bodies. Let's just pay our respects and move on.
Okay.
Unless there's something else you... I tell you what, give me a minute. I'm gonna send Yume to kind of circle around up to the cusp of what I can of 100 feet.
Perception check as you may. Takes in the form of an owl still?
Yes, she's still an owl.
Floating upwards on her wings,
Wow.
spiraling upwards.
That was just terrible. 8.
8.
Yeah.
You ain't seen shit, son.
That's accurate, probably. It's a lot of trees, I think. Right?
There's I mean it's
Still prairie?
And that was with advantage?
Yeah.
Damn.
I rolled a 3 and a 5.
nothing out of the ordinary other than this scene of,
This
of
is the
mutilation and carnage.
Place of horrendous acts of murder, like the traveling salesman told us. But that is about it.
Great.
So, make note of it.
Going.
Remember details as best we can. Move on.
You guys continue traveling, and
I think I figured it out.
okay. After about 3/4 of the day, you begin to catch up with someone who is riding a horse, kind of at a leisurely pace, moving at his own speed. Kyle, would you like to step in?
Hey! Surprise, surprise, y'all!
Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle.
As we have Kyle joining us.
Howdy.
Welcome.
You're
Kyle, tell us what they see.
Alright, you see a young man with a faded, dusty green traveling cloak. The hood is down, so you see dark, wavy hair, approximately shoulder length. Also dusty. He's been traveling for a while. He looks to be young, around 18 years old. with just enough point in the tips of his ears so you can determine he is a half-elf. Wearing pretty simple, plain leather armor, and nothing else really notable that you can tell.
Okay.
Other than he looks disturbingly calm based on the scene you just passed.
So you see this figure riding a horse just ahead of you. He kind of turns around, revealing some of his half-elven features, and he slows down a bit to make pace with you guys. And you guys pull your horses. Was it Brownie?
Brownie, Blackie, and George.
Brownie,
No.
Greenie,
Greenie and George, sorry. Brownie, Greenie, and George.
You pull your 3 horses aside. This individual.
Oi!
Howdy.
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Enjoying the scenery.
You're weird.
He is very strange.
You seem unperturbed.
Let's just say I've seen some things.
No, aye. So have I. Where are you headed?
Did you?
South, if you couldn't guess. How about you?
Smart ass over here.
That was funny. Did you see what happened?
I did. Looks like someone had a rough day.
But did you see what caused?
I did not. How about you?
No, I did not. I tried. I pulled out my notebook and I showed him the symbol that was traced in blood. Do you recognize that symbol?
Do I recognize that symbol?
Give me a religion check
It's gonna be pretty bad.
for Kyle's first roll.
Hey. Sorry for imposing that one on you.
Damn!
Was it good?
19.
19. Before you hit the road, you decided to do a little bit of studying and to brush up on the types of creatures and things that you might encounter
Nerd.
here. And you do recognize this as a really primitive religious ritual conducted to try and discern omens about the future. That's kind of as much as you can gather from it, but it is very it has to do with omens.
Like occult prediction prophecy kind of omens?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nope, never seen it before.
Okay.
What's your name, friend?
What's yours?
Agär Furfit. That's your service.
Very good. You can call me Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Is that your name?
It's the one I've given.
Is that the one your mom gave you?
It's the one you can refer to me by. We'll say that.
Sebastian. Fair enough.
Okay, I'm Esther.
Nice to meet you, Esther.
My mom didn't give me that.
Hey, Moni, it is good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. Why are you headed south?
Well, let's just say I'm looking for an elf, and I've heard the city of Vin'Tar is a good place to do that.
Are you looking for your dad?
No.
Your mom?
No.
Okay.
There are lots of elves in Vin'Tar. It's an elf city.
I know.
So you're going to the right place.
I don't know.
Will just any elf do? Or...
Fanita Fefa. Are
Let's
you
just
looking
say
for her?
I'm looking for... No. I'm looking for an elf I haven't seen for a long time.
Oh, so a person you know.
Yes.
Aye.
I hope it wasn't too long.
Well, we're headed to Vin'Tar as
Elves
well.
live very long.
Are you also looking for an elf?
We're looking for Fanita Fefa. She is druid last heard of to be found in Vin'Tar. Yes. Anyway, it seems like this is dangerous, apparently location. I was warned by... did we ever get the merchant's name?
No.
Okay, some traveling merchant told us it was very dangerous, scary.
Yeah, it said the same thing to me.
Okay. In any case, it is safer in numbers. Would you like to travel together?
Sure,
Wait,
why
can I
not?
trust you?
Can I trust you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay then.
All
We
right.
are good.
How
We
D&D
have
parties
good
are made. Can I trust you? Yes. Cool.
He's fine, yes.
Do I
I-
think he's fine?
Do you?
I want
Do you want to do a roll?
Yeah, I want to insight. I want to be like, I want to take a gander at him and see if I find if I see hidden blades, what his weapons of choice are, if I can gather kind of information about his
It's more of a-
past experience.
Okay, the perception check or insight? Hidden blades are kind of like perception.
Why not
Perception.
both?
Well, you could do one or the other. Yeah, you could do
Alright.
both back to back. So perception first.
Perception first. Perception is 12.
Sebastian, are you hiding
How much are you hiding?
blades that would be easily seen?
Could I contest this?
Yeah.
With a deception check?
Sleight of hand.
You lose.
Probably.
Jesus, fuck. Yeah, he beat me. Alright.
Nothing unusual stands out, and this is insight.
And so for my insight, it is 16.
16. There's nothing about his character that seems to be
Sketch.
threatening. He's a little wily, but you don't think he's gonna like stab you
Wily.
in the night.
Like a coyote?
Nope, like the Roadrunner.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
I want to know if I can discern anything on him that would indicate any vices, like a gambling addict or.
It's a very powerful, it's a high
Moody
DC
or-
insight check.
Give me an insight check.
Is he got
17.
the etching?
17. Kyle, is there anything about your character you would like them to discern? And if not, give me some sort of
It's a
roll.
really high insight. Like, I would imagine the DC for that would be freaking high to tell by looking at someone. You're a gambling addict.
I think what would be a sufficient thing to discern based on our little interaction would be that I'm in a hurry to get where I'm going.
That's
We have to,
good.
Yes,
That's really good. Alright.
that is convenient.
So you're in a hurry.
Yes. I certainly would like to get out of here, but I would like to get to Vin'Tar as quickly as I can.
What time of day is
Can
it?
your horse run?
About 4 p.m.
I hope so.
So you have a
You've
green.
never tried to make him run?
I think you meant
Previously he ran.
This type of
He
thing.
needed a break.
So you have a
You can't
green,
run your horses into the ground.
You have a green dusty cloak on.
Yes.
Anything else that we discern aside from the green dusty cloak and the black hair
that
and
is worth noting.
Leather armor.
leather armor?
Average as average can get.
No,
What's your horse's
no
name?
visible weapons? Oh.
What's
Your
my
horse
horse's
have a
name?
Yeah.
It's a rental. Call him Horse.
I'm gonna call him.
That is what I would have done as well. Yes.
What should I call him?
I don't know. There was another name.
You're not gonna
for
name the
horse
man's
that we
horse.
simply overridden, yes.
Right, let's
I'm
move
going
on.
to call him Horsehay.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. We ride onward.
Just for the audience's sake, the reason that makes sense for Oni is I have 9 wisdom. I'm not good at this.
Also, dude, I've been waiting for Zach to respond, but I don't think anybody used the code word.
We'll take another break.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
I'm sure that will help.
So, you guys continue traveling, and near twilight, you approach another, for lack of a better term, mutilation scene.
Oh fuck.
This one, like the other one, is just as if like a tornado of carnage had just come through and just ripped these individuals apart. The grass is matted down as if there were like people stepping on it, and it's also thick with the blood that's been soaked in and the viscera and from the guts. And the one thing that stands out is that there are systematically everyone's left hand has been cut off, and they all been set in kind of like a circular pyre fashion, except for one that has fallen over.
I'm gonna lift it up.
Nothing underneath.
No, I meant like stand it upright. Like
Oh, you put it into the side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I look at him puzzled. Why?
Magic.
Yeah, I don't understand any of that shite.
Nothing seems to happen, but you get some like. Actually, the blood it has dried. It's been a little while since this has happened, so it's not fresh. But
Whatever
it
the
still feels a little
comes.
icky to be this close to contact with this stuff.
Is there a boulder?
I don't think the
No
goblins
boulder.
would have been able to do this one.
Sebastian looks visibly, like, queasy.
Oh.
Okay.
Visibly queasy.
Like, he's hanging back. He's definitely not playing with severed arms.
Yeah, good that I made. Don't enjoy the sight of blood, huh?
Like I said, I'm in a hurry.
Right. Probably smart to not hang around here very much.
There are no symbols, however, just discerning the chaos, this seems to be the one thing that was like deliberately ordered and structured.
Well,
Like no one, they didn't accidentally like cut off all the left hands and put them in. This is the one.
No, don't say.
It's done on purpose.
Other than that, that's the only
okay.
thing
That's the only
that
thing
doesn't
worth
look
noting.
like utter chaos.
Okay.
Can I tell what race the hands are from?
They are not claws.
Humanoid,
Human-like.
human-like,
What color?
fair-skinned.
Blood?
Fair-skinned.
Oh.
And blood. Okay. We can, I think, move on again. Whatever is doing this is clearly some degree of sentience.
Did it look fresher than the last one? Like, are we getting closer to whatever's doing this or farther away? It seems like.
Give me a survival check.
Oh, that's probably not going to
Good
work out
question.
well. Eight.
It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. The blood and the guts have mixed in with the soil and the
I'll
earth.
check the same thing.
14.
14. Gar, you discern that
Rolling
this
like shit tonight.
this is a bit fresher, but not by much.
Not by much. Right. Seems like we're going in the right direction if we want to end up like these below.
Should maybe leave flies be back ahead of us in case there's like.
You may know.
It's an L.
It is fine. But yes, I can send you ahead.
You know, cause like problems.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
I will. How can I keep pace with you all in same direction without perceiving it?
I'll tie your horse to mine. It's fine.
Okay, that will work.
I've got rope.
I'll send Yume ahead to see if I see anything. Just to keep watch ahead, actually, while we go
Like
with the same.
60 feet ahead. and
Yeah.
then, okay. Flying, stops, perches, and keeps moving on.
We could do 100 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes. Give me a perception check. Better.
22.
Much better.
22. While there are no other signs of life and no other signs of carnage, just by kind of flying by and looking at the trampled grass, you get the sense that whatever this was moved in this direction.
And I get the sense that it's one big thing.
It's a group of things.
Okay. Well, whatever is moving, it continues to go in the same direction as we are. We are trailing behind it. However, there is no more death to be seen so far.
Great.
I will continue like this.
You guys continue for a few hours.
If something happens, someone please hit me. Softly.
You can hear us, right?
No.
I started drawing ball and I'm like, okay, softly, fair
I
enough.
can hear it. Liam?
Nope, you can't. You guys continue in this fashion, and eventually night falls.
How does?
They squeeze him,
Yeah.
and then he comes back.
Mm.
So that's why someone has to always be touching him, so they can squeeze him. So it's nightfall.
Don't worry about it.
It is nightfall. Okay, we should probably make camp.
You just want to make camp or keep pushing through, or
I'll make camp. I also don't want to show him Fenrir yet.
It would be probably wise for you to make camp with us.
I think that would be for the best.
Yes.
Is there a shelter around?
they're a cluster of trees, if you like, but not like a cave or anything like that.
Make camp in 3.
That went so well.
It sort of. It actually hasn't gone well every time.
And we're just gonna leave the horses out for bait?
No, we tie them to the tree.
Yeah, we're leaving them out for bait.
What the fuck else are we going to do
What
with
do
them?
you
We don't have a
expect?
barn.
Yes.
No, we stay down, we take care of our goddamn horses.
What do you think will happen if we are in 3? What I don't understand. What is the difference if we are on floor versus not on floor?
They're out and they'll be our alarm system and they might get killed before we wake up.
Would that not almost be the case if we were on the floor anyway?
Yeah, but we have a better chance of defending them if we stay on the floor.
I don't think so.
Alright, fine, whatever.
If you jump on the enemy
I mean,
and they don't know you are
did
there,
that.
you
Don't
have a better
like
chance.
climbing into trees. I'm a fucking dwarf.
Then you can stay on ground.
Valid.
I'll stay on the ground.
If we can find a way to set up in such a way that there is only 1 or 2 entry points to where we are, that is preferable.
Sure. You can manage that.
We don't have bells, do we?
No, but I will cast Snare.
I've got horseshoes.
I don't think they climb enough by simply stepping on them, especially on soft ground like this.
If we ever find a 3-legged horse, we're covered.
Is there any utility that you can provide for a alarm system?
I can yell real loud.
That is
But
useful. So
other
then
than that,
perhaps we
not
keep
much.
watch.
Yeah, I could help out with that.
Okay. I suppose I will take first watch.
Can we
Maybe do
Everybody
shifts
see
of 2
in the
hours.
dark?
No, but I can see through you.
Okay.
You have dark vision.
I'll take the last one.
Okay.
Maybe it'll be kind of like.
Perception check.
Yes.
Oh.
In order. We'll go one at a time.
Wow, garbage again. 8.
Not much really stands out during your watch.
I'll continue trying to figure out my thing, which I think I did.
Would you like to?
I'll try to.
Quickly?
Yeah. So I counted from bottom to top as if I was using this thing to move it up, and I counted per the numbers that were appropriate to their respective space. I went up 12, so top. So 4. It's 2.
Did you get the answer?
Oh no! I just thought I had to fill them out.
He thought he found
There's
the
like a
key to
thing.
getting the answer.
No, you're overthinking it.
Oh, we're thinking it again. Okay, so I'll
Is
come
the
back
answer
to it
a
later.
spell?
Yes.
Oh, dope. All right, I'll think about that differently then.
Okay.
We'll come back to it when I think about it as
Okay.
well.
You keep meditating on that in your free time. Who's taking second watch?
I'll take the second watch.
Perception check.
Nat 20!
Nat 20.
25 if you want me to do it, like straight roll.
No, that's fine.
And I also have a passive of 15.
Okay. As you're keeping watch, you don't see anything unusual, but you do hear something unusual, kind of creeping along, not in your direction, but just nearby, in the woods, and there's this muffled, labored breathing.
So it's not an asthma.
Do I feel like it's coming closer, further away,
It's like it's moving parallel to you.
parallel to me? Like, do I feel like it's...
It's moving very slowly.
Do I feel like it's looking at me?
You don't see it, you can hear it.
Yeah, but I don't feel like somebody's... Like, you know how, like, I got that eerie feeling somebody's staring at me.
You tell me, this is your intuition. Like, there's no...
You're the one with the nat 20, man.
Yeah, I have the nat 20. I mean, if it were looking at me, like, I think Agär would be, like, survivalist enough to be like, yeah, something's out there looking at me. I want to get up, and I want to call forward Fenrir. And
Cloud of white, iridescent smoke coalesces into the form of a wolf next to you. Slightly cool sensation next to your legs.
I'm gonna... So we've been practicing a few things. I'm gonna give him, like, the hand signal to go that way, and I'm gonna go in the opposite direction. And we're gonna, like, go around and see if we can kind of get an idea of where the sound exactly is coming from, or what it might be, and stuff like that.
Okay, give me stealth checks. Assuming you're trying to be stealthy.
I'm not really trying to be stealthy, but yeah, I'll try to be stealthy. Why not? Disadvantage. Nat 1 for me.
Does that wake us up?
2 and 1.
Oh, seriously, is it?
And
I don't know why I rolled twice.
Fenrir has an 11. I don't know what his stats are.
I got it right here.
Wait, can I have his stats?
You'll get it when you get it.
Oh. Okay.
You haven't bonded with him enough.
I know I haven't.
Okay. So you move off. You quickly, as you're moving off, you hit a branch, and your armor just kind of like clang. But you continue moving forward. It's up to you guys if you want to wake up.
I'm taking out my maul.
Okay, you
Just
take
in
out your
case.
maul. Fenrir, almost like the wind, just sneaks.
Oh shit. Wait, does he get advantage on stealth? Should I have rolled twice?
I got it. It's fog cloud.
What did you do?
It's first level conjuration spell.
No. Yeah.
He gets advantage on stealth.
Yes.
How is it not fog clouds? 3.
It is a lesser roll, so no big deal.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Alright, I'll figure it out.
I woke up.
You woke up.
I rolled for it. I woke up.
I woke up as well.
Okay.
I did not.
So you guys quickly discern that Agär has left his post.
What? He's supposed to be keeping watch.
He's not far away, but you can hear him kind of like moving through the brush.
I can hear him.
Just a little bit.
I would like to sneak after him.
Stealth check.
13.
Total.
What?
Yeah, he rolled
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
Jesus.
So you sneak out past him, but Agär, I think your perception, your passive is 15.
Yeah, my passive is 15.
So you do hear footsteps coming from behind you.
You're gonna try to stab me in the back. I suggest you do it more quietly.
I'm just making sure you're not planning to do the same.
What kind of hypocrisy?
I'm walking away from you.
Loudly.
Right.
There's something in the bushes. Get it? Do you hear that?
Yeah. Crunching on leaves.
Alright, you stay closer to
It's
the
not.
campsite.
It's not a rhythmic like step. It's like
Like a shuffle.
like it's.
Like a drunk person.
It seems like. It seems like it's wounded or something.
Or
I'm getting closer.
okay. You move into range and you see a vaguely canine-like creature that's moving, and as it's moving, it's very much stumbling. It's what you would imagine a drunk dog looks like. You've approached it from behind, and out from the top of your vision, you can see the Fenrir has kind of poked its head and is beginning to circle around it as well. So you guys are kind of flanking it at this point. About 15 feet away, each of you.
Follow them in the tree.
Does it?
You want to go from tree to tree. You'll be able to get into perception, but not within. Yeah. Give me an acrobatics or athletics.
Ooh.
Your choice.
Ooh.
8.
8. You don't fall, but it's very slow going as you go from tree to tree.
you do not have squirrel blood in you.
So I see this kind of wolf dog looking thing. Can I tell that now it's kind of like, is it wounded? Is it possessed? Is it...
Perception check.
Let's cock.
It's very cocked.
Okay.
9 plus 5 is 14.
Doesn't look wounded. It does look extremely intoxicated
Intoxicating.
as it's kind of stumbling around
Yeah. Okay.
by its gait.
I'm gonna approach it and try to, like, lay it down. Like, try to calm me, like, hey there, buddy, just...
As you move kind of parallel to it, moving to its side, beginning to close the gap between you and the creature. And the creature finally kind of notices you, and it turns its big, ugly head. And it has a very canine-like face, except one of the eyes is kind of bulging and larger than the other. And its teeth are extremely jagged and misshapen, yellow. And there seems to be not drool, almost like
Foam?
no, not kind of like almost like vomit, like a very thick,
Ew.
viscous,
Like
Yeah.
just dripping
bile.
from it. Yeah, like a very thick bile.
I try to calm it down.
As you look at it,
Good boy.
it's pretty. It's relatively skinny in nature, but its belly is just extremely distended. It's like an extremely bloated hyena that's just stumbling.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, try to, like, go to it and just
I'm gonna
lay it
yell
down.
out at Agär. I think it's already dead.
It's... No, not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna try to, like, lay it down and whispering to myself, this turns out to be another
agree.
fucking druid.
Okay.
So I'm trying to lay it down, just kind of, like, inspect it and see what the fuck is going on with this poor animal.
The animal is just far too disoriented to like even like resist. You kind of gently push it to the ground. This drool and bile and then it's just its distended belly just looks like it's gonna burst. And
I want to feel the belly.
We've
Give
all played
me-
zombie games, right?
give me
Yeah,
a
fuck
nature.
This is Resident Evil, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nature 12.
12. There are some
What, you rolled a 12?
I
features.
rolled a 12.
Plus 2.
No, nature. Plus, I'm not proficient in nature.
You can add your modifier.
It's 0.
No, my modifier is 0 for nature.
It's 11, yeah.
Animal handling is.
Sorry, I thought nature was wisdom. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, intelligence.
Sorry.
So you do notice that there are, like, its shape is mostly canine, but its shoulders and traps seem to be larger in form, and like its spine is a little more curved than you would expect for
Do I
a
smell
hyena.
anything odd from it?
Oh, it's fetid. It's just a miasma of
like a
just
garbage can.
pure.
It doesn't smell like a normal wild animal would.
No. It smells like it's been feasting on sulfur.
Rotting or
Like,
something.
Yeah. And its eyes are just like bugging out. And one of them's large, kind of popped out.
Right. This is not normal.
Really?
This poor creature.
Well, at least
I'm
he's
just gonna
thorough.
lay it. I'm gonna lay it down. I'm gonna take my great axe and just chop its head off, put it out of its
Oh
misery.
my god.
Easy enough.
All right.
One clean blow.
I'm gonna take
Take
one
one
of
of
my
those
hand
then.
axes and cut open the belly and see why it's so distended.
Okay, give me a survival check. See how cleanly you can do this.
This is just real nasty.
Oh my god.
Shit.
23.
23.
22. Sorry, 22.
22.
Yep.
You managed to open the belly without popping it, because it looked like it would have splattered all over you. But you managed to do so delicately, and there's guts and an extremely distended belly. Do you want to like actually go into it and like start seeing what it was eating?
Like a shark.
Yeah, like I wanna like
Easy enough. You,
I take my gloves off and roll up my sleeves. The gauntlet is right next to me. I'm not letting it. It's like on my belt.
and Fenrir during this time is just sitting next to you, like very passively, just at peace with himself. Nothing
Yeah.
seems to really disturb the wolf.
So I'm like going in. I'm trying to like take things out and just kind of like setting them down.
Okay, Sebastian, what are you doing during this?
I'm waiting, but the second he actually goes into the stomach, I'm gonna bark.
What's your constitution? Not very high.
So you make like
All
one
the stats are right there.
one cut, and then you can hear in the background. You turn around to see Sebastian with like a hand up against the tree, trying to like.
What is wrong with you people?
I laugh. Not used to the blood and guts, eh?
Give me a medicine check to discern what it was eating.
Not one.
Man, just
Yeah, it's not cocked. It's not one.
the bile and the chewing and the
Stomach
the
acid.
acidic acid, and everything's kind of mixed together. It's a mixture of bone and flesh and sinew, and you have to like pull out some hair, and like you have no idea
So
other than
so
disgusting.
let me just, because this is actually how Agär was introduced the first time. I'm gonna take that. I'm taking my hand axe. I'm cutting it open. I'm ripping open the chest.
Okay.
I slice open a little more, and I take guts out, and I'm just like getting in there, like blood and bile all the way up to my elbows. I'm just checking it out, and I'm like rubbing my face, even with my hand filled with bile, just kind of like and like thinking about it, just like rub. So I've got bile and shit all over my face. I'm just like, now this looks like it's not. This has been digested for way too long. This should have gone through already, and I just splat it down. I'm just like kind of going through it. This is way too fucked up to make any sense of it. I'm just like still like rubbing my beard. And
Riley,
stuff.
you've clambered through the trees to a point where you can have a view of this whole surgical process.
I'm so happy about this right now.
I'm not.
I'm so
Okay.
happy about this.
So you're just witness to this. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, okay.
If you want to do anything, it's up to you.
What has been seen cannot
Did it
be
look
unseen.
undead to me? Did I get that much of a glimpse?
Give me a nature check.
Not
Oh.
religion?
If specifically undead, then yeah.
16.
16.
I'm also gonna taste it.
Did not look undead. It looked really twisted and unusual, but not undead.
You're tasting the shit?
Well, if I can't really discern from looking at it,
I barf again.
Dude, do you want to be a zombie? 'Cause that's how you become a zombie.
Ah. Do you want to get zombies? Because this is how you get zombies. Archer,
did I fuck up?
You didn't fuck up, but eventually you're gonna learn something.
So I just like put it on my tongue just to like kind of like
Sure.
get an idea of like see if I can taste something, but and I spit it right out.
Coppery.
Study chemistry. or
Coppery.
I mean, there's lots of blood in
Right.
there.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but Agär doesn't study chemistry.
something? That's fine, dude.
What's next?
Ooh, maybe he'll get lycanthropy. That'll be interesting. I do mean that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it and just.
Hashtag Agär problem.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it and be like, right. So I'm like rubbing the vial off and like getting a rag and just kind of like cleaning myself off. Okay, so
He still looks pretty dirty.
I'm asleep for all of this.
I'm not sure what's happening yet. It came from that direction.
Why don't we look for it in the morning?
That's a good idea. I'm gonna go finish my watch and go back to sleep.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to clean myself up a little more.
Sure. And who had the last watch?
I have a lot. Oh,
I'm asking who had the last watch.
we're only doing 3?
4.
She has the last watch.
Yeah,
he did
yeah.
the second one. I had,
3.
I guess, the third one.
Oh, okay.
True.
We'll skip ahead. Nothing else.
I would like,
Sure.
during my watch... Okay, of the 3 of them, who is the best dressed?
Probably Oni. We're not all.
I mean,
Okay, of these 2, because I don't want to mess with Agär at the moment.
probably.
I would
Riley.
have said it was a toss-up between the two of us, but
He steals my fucking
Roll for good
I'm
looks.
gonna murder him.
Roll for good looks.
Probably Riley.
What's your
But
charisma?
she looks slightly better dressed, but not by a lot. She doesn't look wealthy.
Do I witness Oni doing anything I guess I saw the familiar. Like, do I see him doing any magic?
I used my familiar, but I didn't cast anything. If you recognize the situation that my perception, my ability to perceive my immediate surroundings goes away when I use my familiar, then you would have recognized that probably to be magic.
What's your passive?
You looked into his magical eyes.
And they are magically piercing.
My
cerulean.
passive perception's only 11.
Hmm.
Do I see him reading that thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
he has been hiding.
I am not
yeah.
subtle about my
No.
interest in magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been fucking buried in this shit any chance I get.
I would like to cast Mage Hand
Dope.
and try to pick his pocket. I don't know if I get to choose what I'm looking for. It's part of the arcane trickster
Okay.
specialization, I guess.
An arcade trickster.
While he's asleep.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I already had a pretty low perception.
Yeah,
so
you fucked.
you're choosing the right target.
Is this sleight of hand or arcana? Because you're
Sleight of
controlling.
hand.
Is
So
sleight of
it
hand.
says I
It's-
can use sleight of hand.
It's sleight of
Yeah.
Give me
hand.
a sleight of hand. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Ooh.
Oh!
12.
It's-
Oh!
yeah, he succeeds. I'm at 9 perception, asleep.
You rolled a
Yeah, for
2.
me, I would have noticed.
Yeah.
Ah!
So you're reaching into his pocket? What does he find in your pocket?
I mean, I guess I carry pretty much all my shit with me.
Where did you put the spell you were reading?
I would have put that in my
In the book?
in my. Would I put it as a bookmark? I would have definitely put Misty Step as a bookmark.
I don't know if I have control over what the hand has.
What are you
a
looking
preference.
for?
Yeah.
Money?
Oh shit. Yeah, that's not.
Oh yeah, they have giant bags of money.
Yeah, that's not hard to get.
They have like
How much can Mage Hand
bags
carry?
of platinum.
How much can Mage Hand carry?
5 pounds.
I'll put it this way: it doesn't need to carry it. I just need to be able to see it.
Yeah. You find tons of money
Okay.
on them, but they don't look well dressed, so it's very kind of weird.
I get sort of a weird and then disgusted face, and then I put it back.
Weird, disgusted, and then you put it back.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Although none of us know that.
That's it. That's it.
Cool.
They're robbers?
Maybe.
Did you want to do anything during your watch, Riley?
No.
Praise the sun.
Ain't no Ray Harakti cleric.
That's fine. It was a Dark Souls.
Oh.
You're good.
Okay.
I thought it was a Wii Fit thing.
You guys pack up your stuff
Yoga.
the next morning and continue on your journey
Cool.
throughout the day.
So nothing interesting happened while I was keeping watch. What about all of you?
There was some really, really ill wild animal I had to put down,
Okay.
but nothing too bad.
Get on my horse, start going, doing the Yume thing, tying to the horse again.
It was gross.
Gar, give me another wisdom check.
What?
God fucking damn it! 4.
Nothing happens.
The
I rolled a fucking 19 last time and 20. Like when I checked. Every time it counts, it fucking sucks.
Is
God
the
damn
dog
it.
still there?
Is the what?
Is the dog still there?
I mean,
The corpse?
did you like bury it or anything?
Nah, I left
Then
it
yeah,
where
it's
it was.
definitely still there.
Actually, on my watch, could I have like looked at it? Or now? I don't know.
Yeah. Totally.
I want to see what's wrong with it.
Medicine check.
Ugh. 10.
10. It's a bit now that it's
Oh, I'm
been
sorry. That's
11.
14.
now that it's slightly better. It's complicated by the fact that Agär chopped its head off and opened its stomach, so it's a bit tough to tell what was wrong with it because it's been
Looks
Played
like
around
surgery.
with.
That's
Yeah.
what's wrong.
Did Agär do that to all of those creatures on the road?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because it kind of looked like that.
Is this you or Sebastian?
Sebastian.
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 Oh.
No,
Sebastian
he
doesn't
did
have a
not.
particular voice, though.
Sebastian.
No,
do you
that
know
wasn't
any Gnomish?
me. Of course not.
That
Do you
is-
know any Gnomish?
So I know nothing.
I can read Gnomish if necessary.
Can you if necessary? How does that work? Oh, you know magic.
Oh.
Then perhaps you can assist with this. In Gnomish, it's numbers. It says 12, 6, 8, and then there's some sort of space for some reason, or maybe no reason. I'm not sure. And then 14, 17, 12, 9, 8. It's all concluded with dashes. I'm not sure what to make of it. I will think about this as we travel. I would appreciate your input if you know magic.
Okay.
Thank you. Agär, time me off. I'm going to send you.
Aye.
Are you gonna help him with this? Are you gonna?
Yeah,
kind of-
no, I'd help.
You can cast it as a ritual.
Give me.
I don't think I can cast the ritual.
Just give me an intelligence check at advantage since he's helping you kind of decipher this code.
No.
Does he have to
Arcana or
cast
straight
a spell to
intelligence?
It wouldn't buy him anything.
Okay.
Charlie, this fucking
Arcana
wolf.
or straight intelligence?
Two goddamn
This
weeks.
is a
Intelligence.
puzzle. This is a code, so it's not Arcana.
Ooh.
Dope. Unnatural 20. Thank you for that.
A natural 20. You realize that the person that transcribed this was trying to obviously hide it,
Yes.
and that the symbols on the front correspond to the other front. Either the addition or subtraction of 3 from each number.
So add or subtract.
You're not
3.
quite sure which,
Right.
but it's one or the other.
One of the two. The value of 3 from each number. Dope.
Oni, may I take a look?
Yes, of course.
And then that'll write it out. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep going.
You guys continue traveling. You make it another 2 days. Uneventful. No more carnage scenes. No more encounters.
Yume's ahead.
After a while,
I think the first word is ice.
Ice knife.
No!
this realization dawns on Oni as suddenly the code coalesces into his mind
I fucking love that spell.
as
It's
he
a dope
learns
spell.
Ice Knife.
What? This is fantastic. Thank you very much. I really could have used your assistance for this. I greatly appreciate it. And now I'm going to stagger along the road on my horse as I transcribe.
Oh fuck, seriously?
So you're
I'm helping him with the horse.
It's first level.
I'm helping him with the horse and taking it onward.
If I had to risk a roll for that, I wasn't gonna do that.
I didn't realize you didn't have to roll for that. I was shocked.
You can take
I knew
a
you
20.
wanted that spell.
No.
Oh, well, I don't know if you can do that in this game.
It's not necessary. It's not necessary. So,
This is fantastic. Thank you so much, Sebastian.
just
Let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
you guys continue walking, and at this point, most of the forest has been left behind, and the land you're currently moving through is mostly prairie. Off in the distance, to your straight and then to your right a little bit, you see a couple of large structures emerge, and at this distance, it's purely a silhouette. But as you approach closer and closer, you begin to make out features. There's a large stone pillar, a number of pillars, 4 pillars, and also a bunch of slabs and like large pieces of rock and boulder. And you guys notice around you that the chirping of birds, the running of squirrels and all that stuff died out. There's no longer any wildlife here except for Yume. The grass, which was a vibrant green, is now kind of a dead, dull yellow. And as you approach closer and closer, off in the distance, you see that the yellow actually transitions and fades into a dark brown, black off on the side. Oni, there is something freakily familiar about this.
Freakily familiar.
The sight, the sounds, or the lack thereof, the dead, unresponsive land, the lack of animals, all of it is reminiscent of the land in central Reglothia, a land afflicted and cursed by a slowly but ever-expanding blight. It's like you're looking into a memory, almost. It feels very surreal and very disturbingly familiar, but not in a good way. Not familiar in a good way.
Do Dragonborn have tear ducts?
You tell me.
Okay.
I don't think lizards can cry.
Okay, then I'll assume the Dragonborn don't have tear ducts.
I mean, there is a lizard that can shoot blood out of its eyes.
I was about to say, the horned dragon can do that.
Agär, your dwarven heritage allows you to discern
Yeah, let's see these pillars.
from this distance that those pillars are definitely man-made. They're not natural in any fashion, and the workmanship on them, even at this distance, you can tell that the workmanship on them looks quite exquisite. Very detailed. Now you can also tell that just due to the sheer weather and time itself, that a lot of the finer details have been lost, but you recognize good craftsmanship when you see it. You definitely see it.
I'm gonna get off my horse and actually go and inspect it and feel it and be like,
Are there any clouds in the sky?
really get into it.
There are a few clouds peppering the sky, and it's about midday. Are you walking all the way?
Well, how far off the path is it?
About 150 feet.
Oh. Damn, I can see that far? Sure.
These structures are tall. And as you approach, you realize that one of these pillars is about at least 30 feet high, at least minimum. And there's so there are 2 giant pillars, and there's kind of a slab on top of it that's askew at a side, kind of into the ground.
Yeah.
There's 2 other pillars. There's some of it has been fallen over into rubble and stuff, and then there's a number of smaller pillars kind of off in the distance, but there's a lot of rocks and debris strewn about.
Yeah, give me a second. I want to check this out.
Yes, that's fine. Sebastian, what do you know of Vin'Tar, this area? Do you know anything?
Not a clue, other than there's supposedly elves there.
You've not been this way before.
Nope.
Yeah, I'd take off the path and I get to the area and I get off my horse and I start looking at the slabs and inspecting them, feeling them, trying to see if there's any, patterns, if I recognize the origin.
Do you all approach or just Agär?
I'm completely distracted by this. Do you know you have enough?
I'm
for
watching what
dragons,
Agär's
yes?
doing, but I want to stay back.
Do you know of any dragons in history?
Yeah, you want to look at my book?
Does your book have, is it a history of dragons and sightings and things like that?
Okay.
Okay, yes. If there's anything close to Vin'Tar, I'd very much like to know.
I show him my book. Dragon book.
I'm looking for sightings of dragons near Vin'Tar. Like dragons.
Give me an investigation check.
The thing is, this book just like changes on its own.
6.
It changed.
6, and you notice that at this point half of the pages are now blank.
How does this happen?
Well, I've been writing it down. Wanna look at that?
Agär, you approach.
I want to approach the center thing that's in there.
It's just kind of a boulder,
Yeah.
but you approach, and let me set the scene here. As you walk forward toward these structures, dark clouds gather overhead.
Oh, fucking Christ. The
And
rocks
it
are going to move now.
It begins to rain, slowly at first, but then it quickens. A soft, barely perceptible mist that grows heavier and heavier into a steady rainfall. Slowly but surely, you notice, and your companions notice from a distance, that the rain that is falling from the sky is red. And as it hits your armor, it doesn't run the way water does. It has a thickness and a viscosity to it that sort of makes it cling and trail, much like blood.
I'm going to hold my hand out and coppery, irony. This, I've tasted blood many times. Does it taste like blood? Because I've tasted blood many times, my own and others.
At this point, do you hear there's a large crack of thunder in the sky,
This is not
and the rain intensifies. It begins to grow heavier and heavier, and then from the corner of your eye, you see some of the earth begin to disturb and start to move and form. It's like the scene is very similar to Solanaktu, as you discovered that the center of town was essentially a graveyard.
A mass grave, yeah.
And rising up out of the earth, and you can tell that it is just weathered with quite some time has passed, and it's shaking off the earth and the soil, is a large creature, and it grows in size, and it gets bigger.
How big?
And bigger and bigger, until you see,
Oh, fucking.
standing before you,
As it kind of gets bigger and stuff, and I notice this, I'm taking my maul out. Oh boy, this is not great.
Fuck, what?
So you said that we notice the blood rain surrounding Agär,
Yep.
and is it localized to Agär?
It's kind of in this vicinity right here. It's like a centralized
Okay.
cloud.
What's the purple?
This right here, this is where the ground went from kind of yellowish dead grass to black, very unsettling soil.
I'm
So,
making
like-
my way there in a dash on the horse.
It looks like a little is it muddy? Because if
It's not muddy.
I don't want to stand on it if it's muddy.
It's definitely not muddy. It's like hard, crusty,
Okay, cool.
cracked.
Fair enough.
No, it's not bramble.
Okay.
Oh wait, Think I could use some help here?
This large creature stands up. You can see slowly it's made of pure bone and it begins to grow larger and larger until it stands above you, almost 50 feet tall.
Okay.
And the bones are kind of forming it into shape.
That's not good.
I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Do I notice anything else coming out of the ground right now?
Fucking shit.
Perception check.
17?
Yeah, same.
17.
I'm gonna perceive as well.
You do notice,
18.
both of you notice that parts of the ground are beginning to disturb.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Oh, there's more!
Okay. So,
Okay. You said it was 50 feet tall?
yep.
Is this 50 feet tall?
Is that considered large?
That's considered much larger than large.
Ginormous?
Fucking
Huge.
Christ.
Gigantic? What is
I
it?
think it's huge
Can't trip it.
and
Nope, I cannot drink it.
gargantuan.
Gargantuan.
No, you saw that.
I don't know.
I used to.
It is technically
So it's
huge. Might not be quite 50 feet tall.
okay.
It would have to it's bigger than
I
a
can't-
second story house.
I can't use my trip attack on it. It's fine.
Probably.
It's fine.
Probably.
It's okay.
Not.
Let's fuck it up.
So, 2025.
That's a number.
Those are numbers.
15 to 20.
19.
Okay.
I got a 15.
I rolled higher than the rogue?
This always happens.
Agär had a head start.
Yeah.
10 to 15?
I'm sorry.
10 to 15.
Excuse you?
It's really funny because Agar's a battle master and you made a battle master.
okay.
6.
5.
We have some words.
We rolled the same again.
Yep.
Keep doing that.
We're real good at this initiative game, right?
Who's 6?
Riley is just quicker than I am.
So fast.
True.
Name it. See me roll.
Okay. Agär, you see this large figure rise out of the ground. It's wide in stature. It has a helmet with 2 bull horns and a large axe that it's dragging out. It's so unearthing it in the process as it's raising itself,
Oh, fuck.
and it's missing one arm. It's
Okay.
just dragging this axe out of.
And it's just bone?
It's bone and sinew and just the barest minimum of tendons and muscle, but it's mostly just bone.
Okay.
Horror version, a Halloween version of a Titan.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking about.
It's dope.
It's like fucking Titan. Okay. Should I go first?
You are up.
Rolled the
What
I'm
would
up.
you like to do?
Cool. I'm going to run towards it.
Okay.
So that's a strategy.
I'm not even close enough to hit it, am I?
Not quite.
No? Great. So...
Throw it.
Can I hold my action?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold my action to attack until it comes within range.
Okay. You hold your action. Sebastian, you're up.
I guess how far away am I?
I would say you moved into. Did you want to
So what I'd like to do is hide behind the boulder that is farthest away, but closest to me, where I currently am.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I stealth at the boulder?
To the boulder. Stealth there. Make a stealth check.
18.
18. You feel pretty confidently that the dwarf that moved aggressively towards this giant skeletal creature attracted its attention.
Okay. And I'll just pass, I guess. I don't really have a plan.
Okay. It's the creature's
Not
turn.
nice of you to risk your life for people you don't even know.
It's going to raise its great axe out of the ground, and it's going to bring it overhead with one arm. It's going to make an attack against you.
Okay, bring it.
That's a 13.
It misses.
It misses. So it brings it down, but it's moving at such a slow pace that you're able to
Ugh.
move out of the way. It's going to take its second attack against you.
Oh, fuck.
That's a 24.
It hits.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, the music's pretty loud.
Yeah.
You take.
Oh, wait. What?
Why do you think he said, oh gosh?
27 points of damage.
Minus 3, 25.
24.
Minus 3, 24.
As you manage to get out the way of the first one, but then it kind of drags it to the side and it hits you with the blunt side of it.
Oh, fucking hell.
And the great axe is bigger than you are.
Yeah.
In stature, and it knocks you to the side. As we now go to Riley.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay.
Wait, it's in range. I held my action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can
Alright.
attack back.
As it hits me, I want to hit it with the hand, and I want to hit it like with my maul.
Okay, go for it.
And shit, that's a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yes, and I want to expend a superiority die to do disarming attack, which basically let me see. Yeah, strength save.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a failed save, it drops the object.
What is it, DC 16?
And it lands at its feet. Yeah, 16.
16 DC.
I get to reroll 2s.
16 plus 6.
Oh man.
Damn. Okay, so that's 14 plus 5 is 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage.
I'm going to
Nice.
do my extra attack.
No.
No?
Technically,
I don't think you can.
if you hold your action, it's like a reaction, and so you only get one.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. And I can't use my action search because it's not my turn.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, Riley, followed by Oni.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon
Okay.
at his face.
As a large, ethereal, smoky dragon-like shape appears right in his vicinity.
And then I'm going to attack. 23!
That'll hit.
Ooh. That's a 4 points of damage.
4 points of...
Force damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Dex save. With the old
So the giant
big ass.
ethereal dragon takes a chomp at its skeletal arm. And then you... Oh, Dex save. Sorry.
And then I go...
That's an 18 minus 1. 17.
Oh, he saves.
So nothing.
So, nothing. Go to Oni.
So I had said that I was dashing on my way to the thing when I noticed the blood rain. How close does that put me at that point?
I could put you even with I'll put you right there.
I appreciate
Oh
that.
yeah, where am I? Sorry, I didn't...
Oh, yeah. Where did you want to be?
Bioni.
Okay, you're a little farther back because he was dashing,
Okay.
but I'll put you...
She's not on screen.
Oh, wait.
Well,
I needed to get in range 60 feet of him to use Spiritual Weapon. Can I do that?
Sure. I'm just going to go ahead and say you just got there in time.
Okay.
I'll put Oni a little more close.
Cool.
Since you were dashing.
Thanks.
So yeah, the dashing was in the past, so now it's my turn.
Yep.
I will move as close as I can get without dashing.
Sure.
So it's 30 feet or 5 paces.
You can get like right at
6 paces.
right up next to Agär.
Okay, so I'm within melee.
And the creature had moved up to you.
Great.
Good of you to join. Thank you.
Yes, there is a giant creature that we should probably try to kill now.
Looks dead already.
Yes. So I will cast create bonfire under it.
Okay.
So dex save, please. DC 14.
2.
Cool.
Hey.
So he will take 2d8 fire damage. So that's 6 and a 5. 11 points of fire damage. That's pretty decent. And
Nice.
yeah. And
It just erupts in flame as fire appears underneath him, right next to the ethereal dragon face.
And as I was moving up, I will have summoned my shield and my new sword.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that'll be my turn for now.
Okay. After that, Fenrir is going to apparate right next to you.
He's coming with me.
He's doing a thing.
And he's going to take.
He's a pair.
He gets advantage.
What? The wolves get that. It's called pack tactics.
14 plus.
You could have had that.
Yeah,
as
that's,
Get him, boy!
that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. So that's a 2d6.
Fuck yeah!
Dope.
4 plus 3. So that's 7 points of damage. As the wolf appears next to you, just takes a bite, right out of, like, it sinks its teeth right into its shin. And it's not so much the physical damage, it's like this magical force that kind of wraps itself around it and sort of like, there's a flash of light. As we go to the top of the round with Agär. And out of your periphery, in the corner of the field, you notice that another creature is taking shape. Like it's in the process of like assembling itself. It's
Like the same size?
it's tough to tell at this point, but
It's making its way there.
it looks like it's going to be the same size.
Oh, fucking Christ.
That's no.
This is not great.
It's in the process. It's not quite.
All right.
It's assembling.
I'm gonna attack the
Itself.
big thing in front of me again.
All right, go for it. Give me an attack roll with your maul.
16. Yep.
That'll hit.
And I'm going to expend a superiority die to try to disarm it again.
Okay.
DC 16 strength save. I get to roll ones.
19.
Okay, 14 plus 5 is 19 points of damage to it.
Woo.
I want to attack it again.
Okay, go for it.
Wait, did it fail?
No,
19. 19.
It succeeded? Nat 1 on that.
Yeah. No. You're gonna miss this
No,
time.
miss.
I think he fit.
Oh, fucking hell. And I would like to use my second wind to get hit points back. So,
Okay.
3 plus my fighter level, which is 5, 8 hit points back.
Okay.
43.
Sebastian, you're up.
Okay, I can't see too great.
Okay.
It's because you're hiding behind the boulder.
You are hiding behind a boulder.
Yeah, am I
Over
able
here.
to use? I would like to stealth dash to the boulder closest to the creature.
To like that one.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
All right. Give me a stealth
Question:
check.
can I actually use my
Cunning action.
yes to dash and then still attack?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you use
Okay,
your bonus
that's
action.
Yes.
Use your bonus action to
Okay.
dash.
To dash.
Then I would like to. Can I get within range of the creature to attack?
Physically?
Yes.
Like melee.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go straight up to it,
Yes,
you won't
yes.
be stealth. Yeah.
Yeah. So break stealth to do that.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yep.
Okay, I attack with the dagger.
Okay, and you have a number of allies within range, so you
So
get
you
sneak
sneak
attack if you hit.
If you.
23.
That'll hit.
Yeah!
Yeah.
5 from the dagger itself.
Okay.
And then 9,
You have that spell.
11, 17
Total or
total.
okay, 17 points of damage.
Sneak attack.
Nice. So you take your dagger and you cut some sinew right around its kneecap, and you can see the sinew kind of like snaps back to its waist.
Beautiful,
And
right?
it kind of like comes down onto one knee. We now go to the skeletal creature,
Yes.
who, despite all this, despite being attacked by the dwarf, despite being attacked by the half-elf who tore its ligaments, despite being attacked by the wolf, turns his attention towards Oni.
Heal.
It completely kind of ignoring, oblivious to whatever you guys want to do, and is going to take 2 attacks against you.
What?
That's a 26.
So that'll hit regardless. So yeah, I'll take that.
So, oh my god, I got so many.
I don't like what you're doing there. Yikes. Oh wait.
Sorry.
Wait, hold on.
How dare you?
Yeah, I was saying hit.
You don't have shields?
Plus 5 will bring me up to 26, right?
23.
You suffer 21 points of damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
21, you said?
21.
Okay.
And that's going to
half
take
the-
its second attack
I'll be fine.
against you. That's a 22 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. So it comes down with a swipe, and you bring your shield up the first time, but the shield bangs into you, and you still take some bludgeoning damage, but you manage to shove off its second attack. Riley, it's your turn.
Fuck it up, girl.
That's fine.
I will first attack with my dragon head spiritual weapon. That's not gonna hit. That's like 9.
Okay.
And then
Do it.
I'll use dissonant whispers. So wisdom save.
Wait. Shouldn't it have taken fire damage?
That's true. It didn't move.
That's
Didn't
true.
move.
That's a natural 20 on the save
bummer.
for Dissonant Whisper.
So it still takes half damage. So that's 7 points of fire damage.
7 points of fire damage as the
Yeah.
fire is just licking the bottom of its feet, and it doesn't seem very concerned.
I wonder if this is a fight we can win. Let's see what happens.
Same.
Wisdom save, please.
For Dissonant Whisper?
Yeah.
I did,
You
natural 20.
succeeded, natural
Yeah.
20.
That's
Oh, I thought that
Yeah,
was
that
for
wasn't
your
for me.
fire.
No.
So 5 points of damage total. I already halved it.
Okay. 5 points of damage as your voice rings out kind of hollow in its head, but it seems to be so focused on Oni.
Damn.
Whose turn it is?
Yes.
Damn.
Fuck it up.
Well, I would like to cast Earth Tremor on it. It needs to do a dex save.
It's a 12. Minus 1 is 11.
Cool, it fails. So it will take the full brunt of 1d6, but it falls prone.
Nice.
Hey.
4 points of
Fucking clutch.
bludgeoning damage, technically. And I will use my bonus action as well to do a second wind.
That's not gonna work. I'm not gonna put it prone because I'm worried I won't put it back up. But
That's
remind
fair.
me that it's prone.
Sure thing. And that's fucking crap, but I recover 6 hit points. And I will also use my action surge because Buddy's on the floor now. Action surge there. Where's my second one? There. Done. And since he's on the floor, he has disadvantage on dex saves, so I could do that. Or yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do my dragon breath. He has disadvantage on the dex save, DC 13.
Disadvantage, that's an 11, and that's a 9. Fail.
Sweet. So that is 2d6 acid. Wow, trash. 7 points of acid damage.
7 points of acid damage as you unleash your acid breath right at him in a fury. And right as you guys are battling, keep in mind that there is blood rain falling upon you guys.
Yeah.
There's dark clouds overhead. There's the rumbling of thunder and distant lightning strikes.
Yeah.
And just wet blood just dripping off you as you are making your attacks. We're gonna go to Fenrir,
Hey.
You look really cool.
who is going to makes a bite attack. Does it with advantage because it's prone. It hits with an 18,
Fuck yeah.
and it does. Ooh, 11 plus 3. That's 14 points of damage.
Yeah.
You should watch One Punch Man.
Okay.
There's an episode where he tries to-
And then the wolf is just, it's in there, in the fray with you.
Get
it. turns back to you.
Get it.
It's your turn.
All right. I am going to climb up on the back, on its back. Is it supine or
It's
prone?
like-
Down.
Yeah, it's prone, right?
Supine or prone?
It's actually a good technical question.
Yeah.
It's,
I know.
it's prone.
It's prone. I'm gonna climb up on its back,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get right to like the base of its like skull, like run to the base of the skull, and just bring my maul just down right on like the back of the head.
Okay, go for it.
Is that the corpse of it?
I get advantage, right?
Yeah, because it's a pro.
That's where you get your.
That's right.
power
Damn. 16.
It'll hit as you bring your maul down.
Yep, that is 8 and 5 is 13 points of damage.
Woo, nice.
And I'm going to use my extra attack.
from. That was it.
14 plus 8 is 22.
22.
And that is 7 and 5 is 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Nice. So you bring the maul down. Where were you aiming? Its skull?
Like right at the bottom of the occipital lobe. Just
Okay. Bah! And it actually like pierces through, crushes through it. You have to like struggle. You put your foot down. You pull it out, taking shards of skull
And then
with you.
second
You've
one.
done quite a bit of damage to this guy. Sebastian, you're up.
Finish it!
As Sebastian, you're witnessing all this. There is a creature off to the side.
How far away is the second creature?
It's over here.
So bad.
Oh, is it? And it's
Okay, just leave
it's
it.
sort of like
Yeah,
the
it's
same
so bad.
size-ish creature, but growing as
Yes.
it's like coming out of the
Don't
ground.
roll mine.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Could I reach that one within
There you
one movement?
30. No, you would have to use your
Use
bonus
the dash.
action.
Okay, I'll do that.
You're gonna get up to it.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
go ahead and
Jesus.
attack the one that is
Forming.
growing.
Okay. And so, as you run up to it, you notice that it is
He is foolhardy.
a massive creature with a. It's actually like clawing its way across the ground. It hasn't like taken shape into full size, and you notice as you run up to it that it's missing its bottom half. It's just the top skeletal half, and it's got claws, and it's just like moving its way toward you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dope, but
This one is missing its hand, and now part of the back of its skull is gone.
All right. I will attempt to stab it.
Mechanically,
Go
it's
for it.
fucked.
Oh, that's true.
I think it is.
11 to hit.
Is he prone technically?
Yeah, you can get advantage.
Fuck it up!
Brown. And
That's
since,
sneak attack.
since he's
There you go.
advantage.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that would be sneak attack because I
Yeah.
have advantage.
Yep.
Okay. Nuts.
Get it.
It's not a very good roll.
4, 8, 10, 14.
Wow, dude.
14 points of
That's a lot of
damage.
one with
Fuck
that.
Nice.
All right, that's all I got.
Nice. Okay. So you bring your dagger down right into the bone. You kind of manage. You find a crack right in it. You twist it, and then you can see that the crack kind of breaks even farther. And part of its, like one of its fingers, just like falls off, but it just keeps going, determined.
Is it also? Well, never mind. I couldn't tell if it was going for Oni because we're all standing, so we're in a line. So
Yeah. It is now that creature's turn, and it's just going to crawl its way past you.
And focus on Oni too?
You don't know. It's just crawling its way past them. You get an attack of
Opportunity
opportunity.
Attack of
Still
opportunity!
advantage.
Fuck it up!
still at advantage.
Still at
Yeah, 'cause
advantage,
it's
yeah.
prone.
It's prone.
It's
Not that you
permanent
need it after
state
that
is
roll.
prone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And its movement is halved.
That's crazy. That's
You
mechanically
get
fucked.
sneak attack as well.
No,
No.
I think it's only once per turn.
It's only once per turn.
Oh, okay.
That's 7.
2 hit?
No, it's like
Damage.
25.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was
7 points of
super
damage.
Freaking high to hit.
Nice. So it just continues to claw past you. Again, you take your dagger, manage to find like the joint between the shoulder blades. You kind of pop it open, and there's a cracking in the shoulder blade. But it just continues. That's it for its turn. The giant that's on the floor with one hand is going to.
I'm standing behind on this back.
Yeah, you're on its back. It's gonna try and let's see.
I'd just like to
Grapple
say,
check if it's on your neck.
as a reaction, if I see that it's starting to get up, as a reaction, I want to put my maul away and take 2 of my hand axes and dig them into its back so that I can like kind of ride it and hold on to it.
It's going to try and just like
I don't
swat you off. It's
Okay.
gonna take 2
The guard is Kratos.
2 attacks at you. That's a 14.
My AC is 16.
Okay.
Misses.
So it comes at you, but
I think the fuck not.
looking kind of blindly. And that's a 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is 16 points of damage.
Minus 3 is 13 points of damage.
And if he's swatting him off, does he need to do some kind of strength save or something to hold on?
Yeah, that was gonna be my question.
Nah, because that would have been a contested athletics.
Okay.
He was just attacking him
Gotcha.
for
Cool.
simplicity's sake. Riley, you're up.
I want to move up 30 feet-ish, but
He takes 16 points of fire damage.
16 points of fire damage.
Yo,
Nice.
8s, man.
And so, as this creature is swatting at Agär, blood is raining down from the sky, fire is coming up from underneath it. There's a dwarf just hammering it with
yeah.
its maul. Eventually, just the combined force of all this action happening all at once, its bones kind of separate and collapse, and just
Dope.
good hit, and it falls to the ground.
I'm gonna take like a breath and just finally, and turn around and see what's happening. It's like
And as
fuck.
as you turn around, you see this other one just like this giant skull face, like twice the size of you, Agär,
Yeah.
in particular, just clawing its way in your general direction. And you look over to your shoulder, and you see another figure beginning to take shape.
Fucking Christ!
I think we need to leave. Oh,
It's right next to you.
I mean, I was going to move.
that's convenient. Yes.
It's a smart idea.
Okay, so he's dead. Riley.
I will move up. I can't tell. How far away am I from, like, Oni and Agär?
It's like 50 feet.
Feels like
It's
it.
about 35, 40.
I'll move up 20 feet closer to them,
Okay.
and then I will... Can I move my spiritual weapon 20 feet to the prone skeleton, or is it farther away?
It's farther. You can move it in the direction.
I'll move it 20 feet toward
Can you hold your thought
the big guy, not that guy.
No, this guy?
Yeah, the big guy.
to match you?
Where do you want to put it? It's like right here.
That's fine, whatever. We're 20... So I can get to him in the next round, hopefully.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I will... Sacred Flame the big guy next to me, across from me.
The prone
so-
one or the
so that's
standing
it.
one?
Standing one.
Standing one.
Prone one doesn't seem to go.
He's taking shape, so he's just gonna fail it. Go ahead.
Cool.
Oh,
Fuck it up.
sweet
Sacred
cakes.
flame.
10 points of damage.
Do you have
Nice.
Nope, that's a Zinni's thing, right?
10 points of damage. Cool. And so you can't quite discern its features yet, but the one thing you do notice from this creature is that part of its skull is like crushed in, like it's just missing this part, and even its eye, like doesn't form like a nice socket. It's just kind of an empty space over here. It's just missing part of its jaw.
Guys, I already killed its head.
And that's kind of what you can make out from this creature. Sorry, there's a lot going on here.
Fair.
You're handling a lot.
DM life.
Yeah.
Just likes life.
Is that anything else? Is that
Nope.
is that it?
Fenrir.
Okay. Oni then Fenrir.
Oh, Oni and Fenrir, sorry.
Cool. I am going to cast create bonfire under the guy that's proning towards me.
Yep.
And
He be pronin.
yeah, and I'm gonna run up to him. Actually.
Okay.
Fuck him up!
Yeah, I want him to stay there. So as long as he can, disadvantage dex save, please. DC 14.
Can do. Yeah, that's a 5 minus.
Cool. Dope. 8 points of fire damage, and I will stand there with my shield.
As fire erupts underneath it and blood rain falls down on top of it, and despite the fact that it's a skeleton and expressionless, there's the look of murderous rage in its face as it claws its way aggressively towards you.
I match him. So.
Fenrir to join the fray.
Sick him, boy!
Dope.
Yeah. To melee. It's going to make an attack. It gets advantage because you're within. That's going to hit.
Pack tack.
Yes.
Pack tack.
So many sheets.
So many.
That's 9. Okay, that's 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
As again, it takes this ethereal chomp, but it's not really the physical damage. It's more like there's a flash of light when it makes contact with this creature. Okay, that's its turn.
Cool.
We now go to the top of the round, where this creature over here has fully taken shape, and it's dragging a large club behind itself. This club almost looks like a giant tree trunk, and it's just like drawing it.
That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
fuck.
I like that a lot.
Can you disarm him?
I can certainly try.
Okay. It's gonna use its action to dash because
It has legs.
It's going to
I
own
get
it.
a time of opportunity?
you do.
He's not even gonna try to hit me?
Nope.
I am.
Opportunity attack.
I am.
Fuck him up.
With my rapier, that's a 14.
That'll hit.
Woo!
Wait. This is a different one. Oh, that'll hit.
Okay.
Yeah. They're big.
They are big. And
No.
slow.
9 points of damage. Nice. You take your rapier and you make a swipe at it. You can see some of the bone is a bit brittle at this point, so you manage to carve away a little bit of it. But yeah.
Walk right by.
Oh, did it reach me?
Yeah. It uses action to dash.
Cool.
And then out in the corner of your eyes,
Another one?
you see another one beginning to take shape.
Fucking Christ, we've only
It's
killed
building
one.
itself.
We need to leave.
No, we need to finish this.
That's actually gonna obscure. Honestly, that's gonna obscure too much camera. So I'm gonna put them over here for your sakes
Cool.
and for camera's sake.
Focus on one. Focus on one at a time.
I agree.
What
with
was your initiative?
that. I'm at 5.
What was your initiative?
Him.
Mine was 18.
Then me.
Or 19.
What was yours?
Mine was 15.
Okay, we're at the top of the round. Agär.
Me. Yep, I'm gonna go to the one that's crawling.
Stuck in my head.
Or am I? No, I'm gonna go to the one that's.
not quite within range of the crawling one.
I'm gonna go to the one that's standing there.
This one right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to take out one of its legs with my maul.
Go for
Just
it.
break through the bone. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is 14 points of damage. And I'm going to extra attack. That's 6 and 8 is 14 points. 14 to hit.
Yeah, it'll hit again.
All right. And that is, I get to reroll 2s. 7 and 5 is another 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Nice.
And you know what? I'm going to action surge. And I'm going to go ahead and try. I can't trip attack it. It's
Wait,
too
did
big.
you already use your action surge?
No, I
That was
used.
Oni used
I
his.
used his action surge.
Things can get confusing.
22 to hit.
22. Yeah.
And I get to reroll 2s. Fuck, 1. This is 7 and 5 is another 12 points of damage.
Nice. You continue to swipe away at him, beating.
Did I break its leg off?
Nah, man.
Okay.
Not quite.
Alright.
Sebastian.
Stay the fuck away from my friends!
I have a question about limitations of the spell Disguise Self. Can I make myself look like another race?
Sky self.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, what I would like to do is position myself somewhere in between the one that's facing Agär and the one that's coming out of the ground.
None of
That
them are
one?
facing me.
that one.
Oh, so yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
In
okay.
between those two.
Yeah.
Okay.
And use Disguise Self to turn myself into a white dragonborn.
Okay.
Oh.
As you're running, you're casting a spell, and you see it's almost like he jumps through like a shimmering veil. He's walking through running as a half-elf rogue, and he comes out the other side as a white dragonborn.
Can I use my bonus action to yell "Hey" to try to get the attention of the one that Agär just hit?
You can try.
Okay. I
Sure.
do so.
Sure.
Do you speak Draconic?
No, I just yell.
Okay.
Okay, give me a performance check.
Can it be a deception check?
Sure. That's fine.
14.
14. It's an actual.
No, sorry, 13. But
It's a natural 20.
Okay, I did not trick him.
He doesn't even turn his head.
Okay.
He's got his target. He's on lockdown.
I'm very popular.
You haven't gotten hit yet, have you?
I have, yes.
Oh yeah, you have.
It was bad.
It was very bad.
What's bad?
Yes.
This is your turn. Unless you, use both. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
The crawling one is going to make an attack against you, Oni.
Come on, buddy. I shall be fine.
That's a 16.
Nope. I have my shield.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so it takes one swipe at you, but you deflect it with your shield, and its second attack against you. 19.
No.
I mean, it would, but...
You save.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna cast shield. Fuck
Wait,
it.
you
Okay.
have your shield up.
So
Yes.
it goes away. Don't worry about it, Marco.
Oh, it's 18 with the shield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, misses both attacks on you, but it takes 2 aggressive swipes as you bat them away. As now we go to that guy's turn. He's going to move
coming at
in.
me.
This one.
Bring it on. I have 23 AC at the moment.
It's heading towards Sebastian
Oh.
at this
It
point.
worked! Oh my god, that's the trick!
Did I get an attack of opportunity or do you not leave my area?
It didn't leave your area.
I can't tell.
I think you just
Yeah.
entered your area.
He's like in your area.
Yeah.
That is a where the hell are my stats?
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
That's my AC right now.
They all have different die rolls.
Is there a reason you chose 3 different creatures instead of the same?
Because I'm an idiot.
Okay.
16, 18, 19,
It just seems like it would have been simpler.
23 points of damage.
Holy
I'm gonna use
shit.
uncanny dodge.
Yes.
Okay, so you'll take half.
So.
After 23.
17?
Well,
11.
11.
22 rounded down.
Okay.
You mean, yeah.
yeah.
Jesus.
123. Right?
That was its first attack.
Same.
Fuck.
That's a 19 to hit you.
That hits.
Oh shit.
6, 9, 11, 17, 21
Jesus!
points of
Are
damage.
you alive?
Barely.
Still alive.
Oh my
As
God.
it takes 2 just almost like backhands you. You can see its fury. You swear that within the blood rain, you swear that there's fire in its eyes as it moves in aggressively towards you. Riley.
Fuck.
I would like to go stand in the middle of everything.
Okay.
And of all the skeletons? Middle of all the skeletons?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's about.
That's middle
Maybe a little
second.
further away.
I mean,
from
I could put you like right here next to Oni. Squeeze you in right here.
I just want to be in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you're in the
then I'm
middle.
going to... Damn, I don't have anything cool like a staff. Pretend like I have a staff in my hand and slam it down in the ground and cast Turn Undead.
Channel Divinity.
Okay. What does that do?
I don't know.
It
There's
literally
been-
turns undead.
It makes them run away from me, I think.
Yes.
Of a certain level.
It's yeah. Let me
Sorry,
pull
I
it
don't
up.
have a
actually.
handbook on me. I didn't write this down.
It's all good. I'll pull it up.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be too high of a level for that.
Don't tell me that. Let me do my thing.
You might be right. Let me just pull this up real quick. Sorry, this is taking a minute. Just a moment, please.
Oh, yeah, you
Please
apologize
hold.
to me for not knowing my shit.
Yes. Channel Divinity. Turn undead.
So Destroy Undead is a certain challenge rating,
Yeah,
but Turn Undead,
Turn undead
just
does not
makes
have
them
challenge rating
turn
associated
around
to it.
if they fail their wisdom save.
It does not.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no challenge rating,
No CR for turn undead, but yes for
That's
destroy undead.
and you can use it on anyone within all of them within range.
All
And
of
then
them within
30
the area.
feet.
30 feet of the central point.
Yeah, you can get all 3 of them.
Dope.
Fuck him up!
All right.
Wisdom saves.
Wisdom
Wisdom
save.
saves.
So from the crawling one, that's a 2.
Yeah!
From the this one right here, That's a 6.
Woo!
From the other one.
No. What's your DC again? 14. Why?
Fails.
Yeah! Yes!
Fails.
Oh my god, yes.
All 3 of them. So you
Sorry, levels.
there's like there's like divine light that comes towards you, almost like beacons from the sky. They come towards you, and then they begin to spread out, forming this like aura around you. And as the aura grows and grows, it's almost like it's pushing them out of its space, and they begin to just leave.
Turn and run.
They can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me for 1 minute and can't take reactions, and for their actions they can only use a dash action or try to escape.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute.
It is turn for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of them's sitting in a bonfire.
One of them is sitting in a bonfire, which, by the way, he had ended his turn. He took 10 points of damage. But that was prior to Riley's, so this is new.
So they would have to start his turn by moving away.
They would have to spend their turn moving
Yeah, they can't
away.
do anything but run away
Right.
until they
Let's see
take
what
damage
they
or
roll.
a minute.
Damn, I want
passes.
to take that opportunity attack.
How much damage?
10 points of fire damage
10
to the
points of
crawly
fire
bitch.
damage. Okay.
To motherfucker crawly.
So are any of you gonna take your attacks before they start like disbanding?
I will not.
Don't touch them!
So
Do I get that warning before I, like, not to touch them?
I assume she says it as she casts. As
Okay.
she channels.
sure.
Okay, fine. I'll listen to her.
This one backs away. But it gets kind of tricky here for reasons. For reasons. It backs away towards
I love when reasons is reasons.
the edge of where the dark ground turns to sort of the yellow, dead, dry ground, and it can't go any farther. And
Oh my God!
This one again goes to that edge, and this one goes to that edge, and they're as far as they can go from you within their constraints.
Well,
I have it blend. So do I.
okay.
Okay.
Um,
It's still your turn. That's your action.
yeah. I don't know that I want to do any.
Well, you can
Oh,
move
you're
the
almost
spiritual
dead,
weapon.
right?
Yeah, he is almost
That's
dead.
pretty
I want to do
fun.
my spiritual weapon.
He's pretty fucking dead.
Okay.
Healing word.
I will healing word you at
Yeah.
2nd level.
Oh. Very soon.
Oh, me.
Alright.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, despite the chaos, despite the rain falling down, the light shining through, pushing them out like this spreading aura, Riley's voice rings through and begins to heal Sebastian.
I don't know you, but you seem pretty cool. That's it. 9 points of healing, not damage.
Anti-damage.
Okay. Oni.
Very good. Everyone outside of the cusp, we will take them down with range. I would like to start moving towards the closest area that's like outside of the black shit.
That would be here or presumably not next to it. Or you want to go there?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd probably be better.
Oh, maybe as long as we're out the black, they don't spawn.
Maybe. Cool. And I will Ray of Frost.
What?
What? That was just movement.
Well, yeah, but they're gonna turn if you hit them.
Don't worry
They're
about it.
attracted to me. And they can't exit out of that area, it seems.
Those are
I'm trying to hang out
so
outside of
Sebastian.
there. Well,
Okay.
I don't know that though.
Okay.
That's true.
And I will Ray of Frost, the one that's closest to me.
Okay. The one crawling on the ground.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That'll be almost a natural 20, but instead it was an 8 plus 6, so 14.
Yep.
Yo.
Yeah.
Actually, if it's prone, typically range attacks have disadvantage. I roll that with disadvantage.
Well, it's so freaking big.
Up to you.
He got a 16 anyway, doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Oh, cool.
Either way, the dice are in your favor.
Apparently. Go lucky me.
Yeah. So you release this cold damage across the sky that commingles with the falling blood.
Yeah. 12 points of cold damage.
12 points of cold damage. Nice.
Very nice. And I tell again to the group, come to me. We shall lure them here and take them down.
Fenrir is going to move. Let's see here. It's going to move within. Oh yeah, I can get both of you within range. So Oni and Sebastian. Actually, all of you. It says choose any number of creatures. You all have advantage on Wisdom saving throws, Death saving throws, and you regain the maximum number of hit points from any healing.
Holy shit.
Wait,
How
As
long?
this,
what?
When you heal,
when you
instead
heal.
of rolling to heal,
Oh.
you
get
will
the
take the maximum number.
So for the next minute,
Cool. 10 minutes.
as the wolf is now concentrating on you guys, next to each of you, within your space, a wolf-like duplicate forms, kind of within your space, and it's like overlapping with your form as you now have this protective aura of energy around you guys. As we now go to the cloud giant,
Oh boy.
which is this one. So they cannot attack, or they cannot move closer, right?
They
They
can't
can't move
move
closer to
to
me.
her. They
For-
can only take the action of dash, or try to escape from any effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action,
Which is lame.
which is dope. What do you
It's
mean?
just gonna stand there then.
And
Gives
take
it
the
dodge
dodge
action.
action.
For us
Gonna
to
take-
attack it, yeah.
Okay, Gar, you're up.
Alright. I'm
Dodges
going
and
to follow Oni.
Okay.
25. Are
Alright,
you gonna dash? Or no?
No, I'm going to.
Oni
Yeah.
did attack this one, by the way.
I did, yes.
Yeah. Am I? If I run towards Oni, like, is there a way that I can get into that guy's range
Without dashing?
without dashing? Yeah.
No, not without.
Okay. Then I'm gonna throw one of the handmaidens.
Take it.
One of the maidens. Yeah. Just throw it.
Be
Net 20.
Alright. That works.
What I fucking thought. All right, let's do
Wow,
it.
flashbacks.
I rolled a 6.
Nice.
12
Nice.
plus 5 is 17 points of damage.
Ooh.
Dope.
Right into
As I'm
right
running.
into its neck.
As I'm running, I'm just gonna take it, just like.
And just a splash of blood and bone.
And you know what? Extra attack. I'm
Okay.
gonna throw the second one.
Go for it. Sebastian, you're on deck.
12 plus 8, 20.
It's
Whoops. 3 plus 5 is 8 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. Take the other one, hitting it in the arm with your axes sticking out of it. Sebastian, what would you like to do?
I'd like
You're
to-
now white dragonborn form.
Dash around to Oni.
welcome, my friend. I too am Dragonborn.
Okay.
And sometimes.
And then, so that was your movement and your bonus. You still have an action if you would like to use it to do anything. It's up to you.
I'm good. Can I take the hide action?
You can.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hide behind the boulder.
Give me a stealth check. You'll probably be fine.
18.
You're staying in white dragonborn form? Yep. Those guys are just going to take the dodge action. So we go to Riley.
I will also run toward Oni. I will bring my spiritual weapon with me to chomp on the prone one.
This one? Sure.
And then
Advantage.
advantage?
Make an attack with advantage since it's chomped, it's prone.
It's 26.
It's in a perpetual
Or
state.
21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
6. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I should only roll 1d8. My bad.
Yeah, that's good.
8 points of damage.
So this.
Nice. As the dragon head takes a bite of the creature's hand. It's still kind of clawing at the dirt, kind of just pulling it towards it, not moving anywhere due to the clerical spell, but it's still just clawing the dirt aggressively.
Coming at me.
And you're just like facing you, just pulling the dirt towards itself.
Can I use my action to just see if I can tell if anything else is gonna spawn?
Perception check.
16.
Nothing else seems to have been disturbed in this area, or is currently being disturbed.
Okay. Done.
Okay. Oni.
Okay, so they are still coming for me. That is good to know.
Should have healed us.
Let's see here. What is my distance from me to the crawling creature?
This one?
Yes,
Like 15 feet.
15. I would like to try something, but
You should
they're
heal
probably very good with Constitution, so I don't think that's probably wise at all. I will cast Create Bonfire below him, if he cannot move further, it seems. Dex save disadvantage, please.
So now that you moved, does it have to move away from you? Now that you moved?
No, it's the effect is over for it because I
Well,
hit
that
it.
one's been attacked, but the other two,
True, true.
can't come toward me.
Right.
True.
Um,
Dex, disadvantage,
yeah, disadvantage Dex save.
11, and an 8 that fails.
Okay. Garbage trash. 3 points of fire damage.
3.
Garbage trash.
The fire seems to be a bit attenuated by the falling blood, but it still manages to char a bit of his ribcage.
But if it's oxygenated blood.
Magic fire anyway.
Fenrir
Just joking.
is going to join you guys
Obviously.
here on the outside. Riley, did you want to move on your turn?
No, I'm good.
You're going to stay there in the center?
I thought it was Bione. That's.
You are
Oh, that's Agär.
That's
Sorry,
Agär.
that's Agär.
That's me.
He could not. He
I
is
could. I
so-
have short legs.
The wolf is just like standing ready to attack, ready, kind of following everyone else's lead.
Yeah. Good boy.
It's the giant's turn. Just going to stand there like an idiot.
Yes.
Agär, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna run.
This is the new calm emotions. It's so frustrating.
Well, how many rounds has passed? Because it's
3.
only 10,
It's
right?
like 3.
It's been like 3 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some time.
Yeah. I'm going to run out into the area and get right next to it.
Like
And
right up in its
yeah,
business.
like right up into its business.
All right,
And I'm gonna take my maul and I'm gonna slam it right in its fucking face.
with advantage.
Yeah. With advantage. 9 plus 8, 17 to hit.
Yep.
Ooh, yes! 12 plus 5 is 17 points of damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to take my second attack. Extra attack.
Agár, with your first blow, you pull your maul up.
Yeah!
Give me the final blow.
So I'm gonna like run out. I'm gonna slam my foot into the ground, almost popping up a little bit, like kind of like
Planting
taking
a
a
little
little
bit,
bit of
yeah.
a jump, and just bringing it down, and just like the entire skull is just gonna pop and turn into dust.
Nice.
And my maul's gonna kind of get stuck a little bit in the ground. Just gotta.
And as the dust clears with this pouring blood rain, the clawed hands that were just continuously moving and scraping and clawing in Oni's directions, they just fall limp, and almost like the bones which were connected by sinew, just kind of they separate slightly, and it falls. The figure falls prone, or falls still. It was already prone.
It was, yes.
It's been like that for a while.
Right.
All of its
I do have one more attack, but I would have disadvantage if I threw my hand axe at them. So I'm just gonna be like, right. So what do we do now?
Wait.
Sebastian.
I'll just hold my action.
Okay.
What action are you holding?
Pass. I'll just pass. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
So you'll take the dodge action.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool.
It's their turn. Nothing happens. Riley.
I'm going to use Cure Wounds at level 3 on Oni.
Wait. Use it at level 1.
It's maxed out, remember?
I don't know this, right?
That's
I don't
true.
know what's
Oh,
going
we don't know what
on.
the wolf is
I mean-
doing. We don't know what Fenrir's doing. What Fenrir's magic is.
True.
Give me. What kind of spell is this? Is this?
Okay.
The fuck is
No,
these?
give me
wolves, boy.
give me a religion check.
Ooh.
10.
You don't recognize it. Sorry.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say, you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Wherever you go, I'll be there by your side. When skeletons attack, I'll turn their behinds, cause
Hey.
you've got a friend in me. And I just keep singing, like, over and
Bubbly.
over.
Okay, so what is that? 8.
Your hair and your buns are just damp from the dripping blood rain.
Look insane.
It's a
like
very
everything.
insane scene.
What's your wisdom? 3.
You heal all the way.
You gave me 27 hit points just now, I think.
You heal all the way regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
But yes,
it's
that
not.
is true. I gave you 27.
Yeah, because of the wolf you do.
No,
I
I thought
heal
the wolf gives you the
maximum
max
amount
for the
possible
spell.
that the spell can muster.
Oh.
It's not that
At
you
that
heal-
level.
Yeah.
You
At
can't
that
heal
level.
max
Right.
regardless.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Way
misunderstood.
overpowered.
I misunderstood. Sorry.
It's a second level spell. Or third level, sorry, third level.
Yeah.
Oni.
Cool. I
I want
will
to really roll high on wisdom.
cast
Trying to give it to you, man.
I
Create
know.
bonfire on the. How far are they from me?
Agar's not too
Pretty
familiar
far.
with shit.
Probably like
What is that? Is that your gold?
No, that's
Like
my
40
spell slot.
Okay.
45.
I will cast create bonfire on. No, not create bonfire. I'll just try and hit it with my ray of frost, which, if I'm not mistaken, I have disadvantage because they're dodging.
Yes.
They're dodging in place.
Bummer. So that's 11 to hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Misses.
And that will have been my turn.
So there's this weird kind of, you can see they're trying to move forward, just a pure drive and instinctual, murderous desires on their end, but there's something keeping them back, and so there's just this like back and forth internal struggle with them as they're locked in place in this internal dance of approach and avoid.
Bring the next one to us. We shall take it down. And then the legs.
The wolf
Me?
is going
Yeah,
to hold,
sure.
All of
the
us.
wolf's going to hold its action as we now go up to Agär because the other one's going to hold its action as well.
Right. I'm going to run back into the area towards
You're going to have
whichever.
disadvantage regardless.
Which one's more hurt?
This one hasn't been touched.
That one hasn't been touched. All right, I'll hit the bigger one that I see. I'm gonna throw my hand axe. I'm down to 3. Yeah, I'm gonna throw my unnamed hand axe. I'm gonna leave
Okay.
Antoinette Elizabeth on me.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Nat 1.
Nat 1. You throw it, it brings its club up. Its club, which is basically a giant tree chunk, and
And I'm gonna throw my second one then. I'm gonna throw Elizabeth
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage. 8 plus 8 is 16.
probably gonna hit. Yeah.
Alright, 4 plus 5 is 9 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay, go.
Okay, so you take the other one, and you
Get him, Liz!
you manage to send a couple of rib bones scattering
Hey.
off. Sebastian.
I'm gonna move. What color is Oni?
I'm blue.
He's blue. He's right next to you.
Okay, I'm gonna move next to the yellow character.
Yep.
Right.
Riley.
But 10 feet away from the edge of the brown.
In or out?
Out.
So here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then are you gonna do anything? Are you still in Dragonborn form?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't hold movement, I'm assuming.
No.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Do you even have any ranged weapons?
I don't think so.
Do you have any spell slots? That'll, like, any ranged spells?
Not as an arcane trickster.
Riley.
Mage
Yeah,
hand
I'm
and
done.
dagger him.
Wait.
Couldn't do
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
Okay. You're fine. But this one can now attack.
that. Yes, that's
that one
correct.
can now attack. Okay. But the other one cannot. Okay. Riley.
Okay. I'm still singing to myself, and I settle over to Sebastian,
Yeah.
and I'm like, You could have a friend in me. You turned into a dragon and fought by my side, so you could have a friend in me. And then I cast Cure Wounds at second level. I only need to roll. So you get.
The maximum amount of
19. You recover 19 hit points.
19.
Oh, yeah, it's not d6, it's just d8.
Yeah, it's D8s, yeah.
Woo!
Woohoo, indeed.
Hey.
And then, can my spiritual weapon reach the other dude?
Oh, it was over here. What's the movement? 20 feet?
Yep.
That's
No.
Probably
make
match
it.
Agär.
Alright, that's cool.
It'll probably be like next to me.
Like one square ahead of Agär.
Yeah.
Dope.
Okay. Oni?
I will Ray of Frost again. Do I still have disadvantage?
Is he still dodging?
No. Go ahead.
Okay. No disadvantage. I still fail, I think.
Yeah, you did.
That is 9.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna
That's
hit.
not gonna make
Are
it.
you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
That seems reasonable.
Is that it for your turn? Anything else?
No, I can only do one.
Do you want to
spell.
move or anything, or
How far am I from the edge of the
of
black sheet?
you can step right into it.
I will stay where I am.
Okay. Okay. At this point, it's the wolf's turn, and you see as it rushes into battle, it disappears as it rushes, and it reappears in
So-
form. And as a reminder, all of you still have the wolf forms kind of layered on top of you at the moment.
Oh shit! It's like an aura.
Yeah,
around us?
it's like a persisting aura.
Oh shit! That's fucking cool.
That is, we now go to the cloud giant.
I thought it was like a little mini wolf next to us.
It kind of almost like ethereal armor
Yeah.
type.
Yeah.
Fucking love that
Um,
shit.
Okay,
Fuck yeah, Fender.
it's going to make 2 attacks. Yeah, that's a 23.
Monster.
Oh, it's going to move up into.
It's actually gonna attack Agär?
It surprises me too a little bit.
Oh no! Okay, here's what it's going to do.
Uh-oh.
I retract that.
Uh-oh.
Your spiritual weapon.
I think it fucks it up.
It puts his hand down, picks up this boulder,
Oh.
and hurls it at you, Oni.
All right. I
Hurls it
respect that.
across the way.
I respect that.
What's the distance? Does it get disadvantage?
I doubt it.
No. You can throw this
He's
fucking
practiced this a
thing
lot.
Yeah.
240 feet.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking-
He could have
Killed us-
disadvantage,
He could have killed us before he
but
got
60 feet regular.
Holy shit, though.
That is, like,
So
amazing
had
shot
I used the first one,
Yeah.
it would have hit you. But because I'm a nice DM, I re-rolled. I rolled a natural 1.
Why'd you reroll?
Why'd you reroll?
Yeah.
Just
Just cause.
it felt because I was doing a different move, so I felt like I should re-roll because I'm doing something different than what I.
Than what you were originally going
Yes.
to do.
That's what I felt like.
And-
So
okay.
this giant boulder
Yes.
just goes
Oh boy.
flying over your head.
Christ!
Revised plan.
Agár,
You know
it's
what?
your
Do
turn.
that 3 more times.
You can just pick up.
I'm gonna
claws.
run up to it and hit it with my maul.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna fuck him up. 24 to hit.
It'll hit.
That is 15 points of damage.
Nice.
And I'm gonna hit it again. That's 22 points to hit. And you know what?
22 to hit.
Okay, okay.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. 22 to hit. Sorry, my bad.
Language.
And now I'm not gonna use. Yeah, I'll expend a superiority die.
How many do you have?
4.
Now-
I've only used 2.
As you've been in the middle of this combat fighting these creatures,
Or no.
you
I'm not gonna use the superiority die.
you
I don't want
recognize that this one
I get to
currently
roll these.
attacking looks like it's the sturdiest.
Okay.
4 and 5, 9 points of damage on that second one.
9 points of damage.
I did not use my superiority die, by the way.
Okay,
You really
That's my turn.
used to?
Sebastian, anything?
I've only just used 2. Yeah.
I would like to.
Could have sworn you used 3.
I would like to step 5
Okay, I
feet
used 3.
into the.
I mean, it's
Yep.
I wasn't
Yeah.
keeping track.
And I would like to hold my attack
Pretty sure I used
action for if any of the creatures come in range.
Okay. Sounds good. It's now this guy's turn.
He hasn't been.
He hasn't been touched.
Nope.
But he's
And
he's
how
still-
many rounds has it been?
Like 5.
5
Yeah.
now. We're halfway there.
Well, no, because we skipped a few rounds because nobody did anything, so it's like 7 or
We
8.
skipped rounds?
Not skip rounds, but the Giants didn't take their turns, and you guys regressed, like pulled back. I would say it's like 7 or 8, but he still doesn't have anything to do
Okay.
this round. Riley.
I'm still singing in the blood rain. You're not a friend to me. And then I use my bonus action to spiritual weapon the big guy.
Make an attack roll.
Fuck it up.
I can't believe
Yes.
I rolled a nat 16. So 22?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
Plus
Then-
3. It's a
Oh yeah,
Wisdom
plus 3.
spell,
Sorry.
yeah.
8. And then
From the dragon.
Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dex?
yeah.
That's a 9.
Woo!
Yeah.
14 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Radiant damage, if that matters.
It do.
It do matter. You should have been saying it this whole
I
time.
don't think I hit but like once.
No, you didn't.
So that's 28 points of damage.
Woo!
Fuck yeah.
I don't think
It's
I
still
have
up?
any spells.
This is the
You said it was
beefiest
the
one
beefiest one.
Jesus.
by a lot. It's taking your blows unperturbed. There's still a death glare over your shoulder. It's looking, well, right next to you.
I think my spiritual weapon would then drop because I cast that like 2 turns before my.
Channel the.
Yeah. And that's been like 7 or 8 said, so it only lasts a minute. You can take it off before.
Well, no, if it lasts a minute,
That's 10 rounds.
It's 10 rounds.
and it hasn't been 10 rounds, because otherwise he would have been able to attack.
But
No,
she
my
can.
spiritual
the
weapon.
spiritual weapon.
I cast that way before my channel divinity.
We'll say it goes away next round.
Okay.
So you get this attack, and then as it attacks, it sort of dissipates.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you wanted to retract the damage.
Hell no, I don't.
Okay.
I only have to tell you this shit.
Oni?
Okay, so. Revised plan. I will get in there.
No. If you go in there, they're gonna spawn more shit.
Well, we shall test that.
We don't know that. It doesn't look like there's anything else buried on the ground. That's what he was saying earlier when you did your perception.
So, what would you like to do?
I will move in as much as my range can take me. Movement can take me.
25, 30.
Okay, so I am still at a distance of it.
Yep.
I will. I will Ray of Frost. Yes. Okay. 19 to hit.
yeah. Yep.
Very good. There, just garbage trash. 3 points of gold damage.
That is pretty trash.
Yes. It is the exact same roll. It is just.
Sorry, did you
carry.
say 3?
Yeah.
Yes, 3 points of gold damage.
3
With
points,
2d8.
just... the combination of the blood rain and everything is just too much at this point.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted. There is a lot going on.
Fenrir's gonna just move up
Yeah.
next to you.
Fender, fuck it up.
That's a 15, which will hit.
Yeah.
So much going on.
Get him, boy.
That's 9 plus...
Damn, his bite is 2d6. That's insane.
He's a monster.
I mean, that's the equivalent of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the maul is like the
And my dragon breath.
highest damaging one there
Okay,
is.
so it just takes a bite right at him. Again, it's not the physical, it's the force damage that seems to be doing it. It's now this guy's turn. And it's going to
Opportunity attack.
go for it. Both
Yeah.
you and the wolf. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That's gonna hit. 20 to hit. Unnatural 20.
Okay.
That's 13 points of damage.
Okay. Now it is up in Oni's business as this
Jesus.
giant skeletal
Hit this thing so many
creature
times.
with a loincloth wrapped around it is just going to take a swipe
He's at least decent.
at you with its morning star that it's been dragging behind itself.
That is terrifying weapon.
That's a 30 to hit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that will hit me.
Oh no, this is not good.
Oni.
I will put my shield down. This is going to hurt.
Sorry.
Just like, what's the point?
Wrong dice.
Slam.
D10s.
They shouldn't be
5, 9, 13,
They're D10s.
plus 21 points of damage
Okay.
on the first attack.
Yeah, very good.
It's going to take another attack against you.
Go for it.
Comes down with its morning star. You try to bring your shield up, but it hits you right in your chest. You get the wind knocked out of you for a second. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that hits.
23.
Yes.
23.
Yes.
Meets it.
I don't have slots.
I was getting. Oh, motherfuck. Oh, that's why. Oh,
Do you have spell slots?
I ran out, yes.
he's a warlock.
I miss.
23 points of damage.
Sorry.
I'm unconscious.
Peter's unconscious!
He falls unconscious.
Sorry.
It takes 2 swipes at you with its morning star. The first one knocks you out. The second one comes down upon you, knocking you
Took you down
into the ground.
2 hits. You were at full health.
I was at full health.
Agär.
I'm going to attack it
This went from... Yeah, go for it.
with my maul.
This guy hasn't been hit.
17 plus 8.
He's
Yeah,
fine.
That's 15 points of damage for the first one,
Nice.
and 14 plus 8 to hit.
Yeah. 22.
That's 15 points of damage for the second one.
Nice.
Shit, and I can't do anything else.
You take a crack right into, what is it? It's femur bone right here, down down its
Yeah,
leg.
femur.
It's pretty much all you can reach at this point.
We're talking
Oh.
And yeah, pardon?
I don't.
femur, thigh.
Yeah. Sebastian, you're on deck.
Fuck. What are you freaking out about, man?
I
did
want
great.
something to heal you with.
Oh, you don't have that. Fuck.
He's got rope.
That's all I can. I mean, that's all I can do. Is
Sebastian.
next person.
Please, everyone.
Go
now
for
you're
it.
fighting.
Okay, I will.
He thinks unconsciously.
Yes.
You get advantage.
Can I get into range and attack it from where I am?
Yeah.
Okay, I will attack it.
What a sandwich.
You get sneak attack if you hit.
It's 12, 24.
That would be a 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit, that will miss.
Okay.
I don't have
I'm gonna use.
not grapes when I get home.
What are you, Oni?
I am.
Why is he green out?
I guess I'll bonus action disengage.
I think it's because I'm going to
Okay.
be killed.
Do I have any movement left?
Ah, jeez.
5 feet.
Okay, I'll just move 5 feet back. Okay.
It's this guy's turn. He's going to grit his teeth, trying to move into the fray. Excited.
Put me in, coach.
But, yeah, nothing. Riley.
Okay. I'm going to run up to Oni. How much movement is that?
25.
I'm going to start dragging him
Yay!
as I cast Cure Wounds.
Just like episode
One or the other.
Oh, Healing Word, sorry.
Oh, healing word, okay.
Well done.
Level 1.
Much obliged.
For now.
Pull him
I
back.
appreciate it.
I am so close to not having any spells. I'm not singing because you disappointed me.
That's fair.
Oh, it's
That's
full,
nice.
so 7.
Cool.
So, breath draws back into Oni, and his eyes open to see a towering skeletal figure with a morning star standing ominously above him.
Run.
It's your turn, Oni.
I will heed Riley's advice, and I will get the fuck away from
So
that.
you use half your movement to stand up,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then
Half
5,
my movement,
10, 15. Right on the edge.
yeah. Ray of Frost. Cool. Natural 17 to hit.
Go ahead.
Cool. 4 points of cold damage.
Bro,
It's
4 points.
real just bad right now.
I thought that was a 7.
No, I
how messed up does it look?
It looks pretty messed up at this point.
I think alone I've done like maybe 50 points, 60, 70
Done
points
a lot
of
of
damage.
damage to it. It is now Frederick's turn.
Keep doing like 30 points of damage every turn.
It's going to take a bite. Nah, that's gonna miss at this point.
Damn it.
It tries to chomp at him,
Good try.
but it moves its leg out of the way just as it moves in to attack.
It's okay, boy. Get him next time.
So would it attack Oni or would it attack me?
And
Oh shit! Also, you're in dragon.
Yeah, he's in
it's
dragon
gonna come
form.
in. It's
the
going up.
creature does have minus 10 feet of movement because of Ray of Frost.
Okay, it's going up to Sebastian.
I don't think it's
because
gonna matter.
Is Disguise Self a concentration spell?
I don't think so.
No,
it's
it's
just
not.
last 8 hours. I think.
Yeah,
I was
disguise
wondering if
self.
you get knock the Dragonborn out of me,
That's
which might be
that's
useful.
30 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll hit.
6, 7, 13.
13?
Plus 13 plus
Points of
8.
damage?
Plus 8.
So 21?
21 total.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
You can still uncanny dodge.
I'm gonna wait and see if he hits again.
He's going to take another attack at you.
Dope.
That's a total of 20
To hit.
to hit.
Taking candy dodge.
Yeah.
1, 5, 10 plus 18 on the second. 18 points of damage on the second.
So 9.
Yeah.
If you take candy dodge.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you take an uncanny dodge. So you jump out of the way, but it still grazes you as its morning star comes down, crashing into the ground.
Fuck. That one's still.
I think it's been
touched.
3 rounds since I said it was round
Yeah,
7.
that's it. That's it's
So it'll be active this turn.
it'll be active this turn.
Argar.
All right, I'm gonna hit the same one that's right there.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna. Oh, I think I'm like 10 feet away, but you can move me closer. Yeah.
So, I don't know if it matters, but
Nat 1 for my
uh,
first attack.
For Disguise Self, it says the changes wrought by this spell fail to uphold by physical inspection. For example, using the spell to add a hat to your outfit, objects pass through it. So, if it hits him, the creature should then be able to recognize it as no longer.
Alright,
So I-
that's smart. They're just skeletal, no brains.
I don't know. I'm just like
It's like a perceptual
that's
thing.
A thing.
Yeah.
It's like he sees the Dragonborn form like flicker a little bit with that of the half elf. So now it's like
Right.
confused because it saw Dragonborn and then it passed through part of the illusion. So it's confused.
But it's still up, so it's still like when it's not touching. it's
I'll
still
give
a
it
dragonborn.
a wisdom save and
I-
see what happens.
I just want to let you know that was a thing.
No, yeah.
Yeah. It allows you to
No,
see
that's
I
a fair
missed-
call.
I missed both my attacks.
Okay,
It's unfortunate.
take 2 swipes,
Yes.
but nothing.
That would have been potentially
Sebastian.
30 points of damage going down the drain. I feel really bad
I'm
about
going to
You should.
that. That's very upsetting.
attack.
Deliberately roll
Okay,
to not hit.
you go for it.
Pretty shitty.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
Dope.
You
Sneak
roll well.
attack.
Sneak attack!
7, 11,
14.
14 plus 4, 18.
18 points of damage.
Rogues.
Nice, so close, so close. Come on! As you take your dagger, you put it right in its kneecap, and it buckles, falling down. And you take another swipe right at it, right underneath its jaw.
Bonus action, second dagger.
Okay, offhand attack.
Offhand for sure.
Okay, go for it.
Disadvantage, right?
No.
No,
No?
he just doesn't
Oh,
add his
disadvantage.
dex.
I don't add my dex
No,
modifier.
to the damage.
To the damage.
To the
Oh,
damage.
The hit
18
is still
to
the
hit.
same.
Yeah,
So it's just a D4. See what
just a
happens.
D4. Can you do it?
4 points of
4!
damage.
Give me the final blow.
Oh,
So
I'm
it
so
dropped
sorry,
down, right?
Yeah, so it dropped down to one knee.
So hyped.
Second dagger,
Giant face.
up and under, and then off with the head.
It's like the head is bigger than you are, so you can do that.
Okay, yeah. We'll try that.
And it doesn't like fly off, it kind of like slides off as you manage to you find some of the cartilage on the spine connecting it, and it just keels over.
Fuck yeah.
Falls dead. Okay.
Daggers aren't good for dramatic kills of giant things.
no, not if they're skeletal for sure.
It's
I
it's this
saw
guy's
it away.
turn.
So it.
Oh god. This is a new round, so new opportunity attack for me.
If it
No.
gets past you.
If it gets past me, no?
No.
It's not a new
No.
round yet.
The other guy was the top of the round. This guy's in the
yeah.
middle. It's
I mean, Oni still have to go.
Oh, true, that's right.
This has been
It's
quite
just
a
gonna
long combat.
it's gonna get into
Yeah, it
your
has.
into your business, Sebastian. It's gonna use its action to dash because it was just out of range. Riley,
Oh. Okay.
as this
Wait,
one
does Fenrir
you now
get a
see
reaction?
is carrying a sword. Yeah, Fenrir can take a.
Yeah!
It's a 9 plus 5. It's a 14 misses.
Oh. 14 misses.
This one is dragging a sword behind it, and the sword is so large you could use it as a bridge for a small chasm.
Oh my god.
It's got heavy onyx-colored armor with soil and earth just clinging to it as it raised itself from underneath the earth. That's its turn.
I'm
That's
just
right.
gonna try Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dex.
Yeah.
These spells are scary.
It's a
2 ones and a third.
that's a 6. Fails.
Woo! 11 points times 2?
Is it radiant damage?
Yeah.
You're so disgraceful.
I don't want to do that. I'm gonna waste that skill slot.
Yep.
You guys are instead.
This white light explodes up in its face. Anything else? Oni, you're on deck.
Can I just, like, yell, get out of there?
You sure can. To your companions or aggressively to the creature?
Both.
Get out of here! Just everybody!
Just go away.
Everyone
Oh,
leave.
and am I within 5 feet of him?
Yeah.
I am, so he would get an attack of opportunity.
Sorry, no.
Okay, I'll back up.
Like, how far? Your whole movement?
Out of the thingy. That's good.
Okay. Do you want to be closer to Oni or no?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move out.
That's good.
Okay. Oni, it's your turn.
I will join Riley, and I'll stand next to her.
One step out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it's just one step out, maybe I'll take another.
You want to, okay.
Yeah, just one more.
Okay.
And I will Ray of Frost. Actually, he moved there, not to me, right? Like, it looked like he was going for Sebastian.
Yeah.
I will
This
cast
guy self.
Create Bonfire. Dex
Here.
save.
Right underneath him.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
a
an
cantrip?
18.
Oh, succeeds.
Yeah.
So no damage.
From Xannies.
No, it's not from Xanathar's.
It's not?
Yeah, it is.
It is? No, it's not from Xanathar's, guys. It's from something else, but not Xanathar's.
Elemental evil.
Probably.
Doesn't matter.
No, it's in Xanther.
Well, it's probably in there, but
Yeah,
it's
We'll
fine.
figure it out later.
So then that would have been my turn. Yeah, I failed.
Fenrir's gonna come up. It's gonna take a bite.
Fucking my boy.
It's a 14. Misses.
God damn.
It begins to
14
chomp.
misses?
Yep.
But it just like it sort of like kicks it out of the way dismissively, and Fenrir the wolf kind of dissipates for a second and then reforms, just a few feet.
Good try,
back.
boy.
Agar, you're up.
Alright, I'm coming up behind him and I'm gonna fucking smash him.
Okay.
Not good. Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Yeah. Okay.
And 6 and 8.
Now the other
14 doesn't hit.
The other creatures that you had been fighting were mostly bone, a little bit of like leftover loin cloth.
Yeah, this one has actual armor.
This one has actual armor, and so you
Fuck.
can just see a little bit of bone sticking out through the obsidian armor.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, neither one of them hit.
Sorry, onyx armor. Flavor.
Obsidian color.
Sebastian.
How far am I from getting 10 feet outside the dark, corrupted ground?
You can
with,
make it.
With 20, on your 20th step, you would be right outside of it.
Okay, so with one full movement, I can get all the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will attack.
Okay.
Not
Nope.
good.
I missed. So I will bonus action, just disengage, and use my full movement to get at least 10 feet out of the darkness.
Okay. So you go sprinting off, making a swipe. It tries to backhand you, but you duck underneath and scurry your way out. As we now go to its turn. It did not make contact with you. It's going to pick up this boulder
Oh.
It's going to hurl it at you.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Shit indeed.
It's a natural 20.
Alright, I'm probably unconscious, but hopefully it doesn't just outright kill me.
Let's see what happens.
Sebastian, I'm gonna let you know.
39.
This is 4d10 doubled
Shit.
plus 7.
Okay.
Oh shit. Character death? No.
Oh no!
This can't
We
be.
just met you.
You just showed up.
That's a 1.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a 2.
It's a 6.
14 total for now.
It's an 8.
Oh, he's dead.
16 plus
He's dead.
It's 20.
16 plus 14 is
Wait, what are the rules
30.
for death? Like insta death?
He has to.
If
has
you
to-
have 30, if he hits you for 60,
You're
double your
30 of what I have or 30 of my
Oh,
max?
Total, max.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you're fine, you're
Max.
fine,
Yeah.
you're fine, you're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Never
it's
mind.
something's
Sorry.
max.
So he would
You
have
should
to
be
hit
fine.
you for.
40, at least 40.
I was thinking it was just
4.
No, he would have
one
to hit
more,
you for
not
double that.
Oh.
So this is 40.
Mm-hmm.
He would have.
he would say-
Let's say 40. He would have to hit you for 70.
You'd have to, like,
or for
max out
80.
your health plus one.
Minus
As
2 is
opposed to,
78.
like,
He would have to hit you
double.
for 78 points.
That's 43 points of damage.
Fuck.
You're just unconscious.
Just unconscious, no biggie.
As this
Oh, the spell drops. He's
As this-
unconscious.
giant boulder just hits him. And you can, like, the boulder, like, continues to roll past him as it just barrels over him.
Oh my god.
Do we see this happen, or is the skeleton dude just like blocking our view?
You see it
You see
happen.
through his
You see it
legs.
I
happen.
mean, you saw a boulder
The
disappear.
audience has no idea what's going on, but you guys can see that.
Fucking shit.
Riley, you're up.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I run around as close as I can get outside the
On the
purple
outside?
stuff. Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You gonna dash?
No, am I within 6? Well, how close am I to him now? Sorry, I can't see shit.
You're good. Like 40.
Okay, I'll just do healing word at level 1.
Okay.
So that's... He still gets full,
7,
right?
Yeah.
Full Fenrir still
Fenrir's still
keeping you up
for another like 3 rounds or
7.
something.
Thank you.
So he falls unconscious,
Oh.
darkness overcomes him for a second, but then you're awoken to just your face being like with blood rain, some of it your own.
Fuck.
So-
Sacred Flame.
Okay, Dex?
Do it.
Yeah. DC 14.
14. 15 minus 1.
Beats it.
Yeah.
Fenrir's now up.
Get it, boy.
Fenrir
God.
goes before me.
Take a bite. That's a 15 to hit. Misses.
Fucking
Shit.
DC 16. AC 16.
Agar, you're up.
I'm going for it.
Sorry, I skipped Oni.
Oh, sorry,
So
go ahead.
Fenrir went before, but Oni.
Okay.
Pardon me.
All good. I will Ray of Frost him again.
Okay.
Cool, this one might hit. It's 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Dope.
Fucking finally.
Yeah, I know, right? Hopefully it's higher than a 4. It is. That's 12? No. 11.
11.
Yeah.
Nice. As
Nice
a
indeed.
sheet of ice just streaks across the battlefield, frosting the back of its legs.
Come to me, beast.
14 plus 8 is 22.
Yep.
I get to reroll ones. That is 16 points of damage for the first one.
Nice.
And for my second
I
attack,
failed.
17 plus 8. That's going to hit.
Succeeded the save.
I'm going to expend a superiority die to try to disarm it.
Okay.
So it drops its sword.
Be able to.
That is 6 and 8.
He just
Or, sorry, so 3, 5
17
is...
plus your bonus.
This is 18 with that, plus 6. 18 plus 6 is 24 points of damage.
Nice.
Dope.
And what kind of save for the?
Strength save, DC 16. It's probably going to save.
That is.
Uh-oh.
I can't believe this. It's a failure.
No! It drops his fucking sword.
So you take your maul and you manage to hit the back of its wrist, just knocking it right in that sweet spot, and you just lets go.
Got that
Love it.
owner nerve. No, just kidding.
Um,
I know.
Sebastian.
I want to get between me and the sword, or him and the sword, so that he can't like reach it. Like I'm
So
gonna stand on
I'm
the
no
sword.
longer in Dragonborn form.
Correct.
Correct.
Alright, I will get up and move to attack it.
You're gonna come back in.
Yeah, it's not interested in you anymore.
We'll find out.
Well, we'll find out.
You have to dash to get into melee. So just letting you know, is your bonus action. Fucking rogues.
Yeah,
Right?
badass.
You make your
So they
way
keep missing.
I love rogues.
back into the fray.
Oh, yeah, that'll
24
hit.
to hit.
Yeah.
Fucking D12.
Fuck it up.
I love it.
Damn.
2, 6, 11 plus 4 is 15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm standing on the sword.
You're standing on the sword, but you can't exactly prevent it from picking it up.
You like swipe it, tries to go for the
I
sword.
guess you could do like a
Sorry.
grapple situation.
Not on a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's okay, you still wasted its turn.
Yeah.
That's true.
Not quite.
No, it's a
Well-
free action.
Yeah.
To pick up its sword.
Okay.
Oh,
That was
I
it.
guess I should have just kicked the sword. Never mind.
It's a sword like the size of this room.
Like the size of a bridge.
I couldn't move it.
Yeah, no, we could not move it.
No.
It would take all
You
of
would
us to maybe
probably-
start to move it.
You would probably be able to nudge it.
It's
Maybe.
turn.
Yeah.
It's going
Can't
to
be.
pick up its sword.
Badass.
Yeah, it's a free action. I didn't do jack shit.
You got damage from it.
I did, but...
It's gonna run over to this boulder.
Yes.
Two of you
back
get
there.
attacks of opportunity.
Yeah!
As it's gonna.
Fenrir.
Yes. So 3. Yeah.
20,
Misses.
21 to hit.
That hits.
That's a 19.
Twos.
Oni.
19 hits me.
Okay. That's 40.
Riley's real busy this one.
You're going down.
Yeah.
Don't even bother rolling.
I'm at 7 hit points.
Yeah. Okay. You go down.
14 points of damage.
But he's out of boulders. Now he'll just kill us and throw the dead bodies at.
There are still 2 more boulders.
Okay.
And also Claude that he could pick up and dirt ball.
It's gonna fucking. It'll throw Agär if he has to.
Did you get the 14 points of damage?
No. And then did you hit?
I missed.
Okay, and Fenrir missed as well. So it picks up the boulder, does a 2-hand overhead, and sends it spinning through the air, knocking Oni unconscious as he falls
Again.
to the ground. Riley.
Medic!
I will healing word Oni.
Okay.
At this point, Oni's just like, let me die!
I'm at 7.
Okay.
You
Just
got-
let me die at
You
this
still
point.
got spell slots?
I have one more third level
She's
spell
got
slot after
one
this.
third level spell slot.
Okay.
Okay. Say your flame.
Radiant damage.
Sure.
13 minus 1.
Fails.
12. So
That's
times
2.
2.
24 points of damage.
Fuck yeah.
Is he dead?
Riley
He's
clutch
not
over here.
dead, but
Riley
he does
is
look
badass.
fairly
I
rough.
mean, he is undead.
I mean, yeah, he woke up dead. So not much has changed.
It's my turn?
Death saving throw.
She healed me.
Oh, sorry.
That's
right. Correct.
Yay!
Ray of Frost.
You goddamn right. Ray of Frost. Cool. 18 to hit?
Yep.
Nope.
We found the DC.
And that is 11 points of cold damage.
Nice.
Nice indeed.
Oni gets up, shakes himself into focus. Blood rain coming down. Extends his hand from his shield.
This is getting very tight.
The weariness
Are you
setting
staying
in.
on the ground?
I
You stay on
will.
the ground, like cast disadvantage to boulder you.
Fenrir.
That's
Yeah.
true. But no.
Misses. Fenrir's just not doing well.
Only still.
Agär, you're up.
It's okay,
he's,
boy.
He's focused on keeping us alive.
Move me up towards him,
Yeah,
please.
you're in his business.
You're badass.
Yeah,
19?
He's killing it.
Yep.
14 points of damage.
That's so
Nice.
And damn, natural 19 to
Yep.
hit. So I think it's 27 to hit. And that is going to be 6 and 3 is 9 and 5 is 14 points of damage.
Gar.
Yeah!
Again.
Final blow.
So-
Every time, man.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna like the first one I'm gonna hit right behind the knee and just like kind of like knock it down to one knee, and right as it's falling, I'm gonna somersault under it, and right as I get up, I'm gonna plant my foot, backspin, and just break its face off. Is it bone or is it like sinew and tissue?
It's mostly bone with a bit of sinew and tissue just to hold it together.
Then I'm just gonna like I'm gonna do that backspin. I'm just gonna like, slam it off and just
And
like
as you hit the killing blow, knocking it back, there's a giant clash of thunder.
yeah.
The timing, though.
How'd you do that?
Siren's Gate.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, but like still.
Now
So you guys are standing.
I'm gonna put my maul back. I'm gonna go back to inspecting the pillars and just be like,
Like he never forgot. Like that was just a brief diversion.
You guys are
I'm
standing
a fan
here.
of good craftsmanship, mate.
Some of you
I'm gonna fall on my back.
just exhausted by the sheer effort it takes to pull yourself back into consciousness, to pull yourself back into the fray, to continue to battle with life and limb on the line, and the rain begins to slow down as the blood red rain slows to a mist and then eventually stops. But there's still this uneery unholiness about the place, a very familiar and unsettling feeling for Oni. And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Damn. I get the maidens back.
That was good
I'll
session.
collect the maidens.
So,
was
if
really
you
good session.
Almost died.
if you made it with us this far, I
Respect.
hope you enjoyed the ride.
Did we level up?
Yes, you guys leveled up at the end of that one.
Oni definitely earned it.
Well done, y'all. Well
Yeah,
done.
Riley definitely.
A few very crucial spells went your way, and you did not have the full force of 4 undead giants at you at once. That was crucial.
That
the fact
was-
that that didn't happen really,
We would have all died.
really extremely turned this in your favor.
That was an almost TPK.
That could have been a TPK.
I mean, all we had to do
Thank
was
you
leave
for
the
your
purple
work.
area, right?
Yeah.
But then they would have thrown boulders at you until they ran out.
I mean, I suggested running away
Well,
twice.
we should
So,
have ran.
wanted
That's
to
it
kill him.
for tonight. Come back next week to find out what happens next with the giants, the mutilated scenes that they've been running across, and find out what happens on the rest of their journey to Vin'Tar.